Yeah.
Me, you, and Solus all went in together.
Yep.
I mean, like, we all went together, but you were in the lead.
Yeah, but he liked Solus's fur, remember? So he was messing with her first.
Right.
Lucy's face.
That just means he's probably not in the pile at all, because he probably, like, dragged her off to a corner to, like, pet her while he talked to himself.
And while he petted her, yeah.
A lot of heavy petting.
Yeah, a lot of
Sorry,
heavy
we're not making it better.
Nope.
Chelsea's like, Chelsea's just sitting here going, oh God, oh God.
Her fur is a little sticky in places.
Oh,
Aw.
I knew Chelsea would be the first one to react.
And Sarah took it one too far.
I was waiting for it. Oh, here goes Luce. Luce like, and I'm done. I'm putting the hood on. I'm done. I don't want to look at y'all. I'm done.
The worst part about it is with the sticky fur, see how a cat cleans itself.
Oh!
PTSD time.
I'm glad we went live for this part of the
Yeah, me
conversation.
too.
I love how Luce is like, for the first time, her character is going to take an actual bath.
Where did he touch you? Show me on the doll.
Doll.
Oh,
Oh, Lord. Okay.
And
So,
this live stream just went to hell.
Oh yeah.
How long has it been live? Is my question.
Sorry,
All
three
the
viewers.
wrong parts.
Or bad.
Let me fix the dirty parts.
oh nice.
Oh, God.
okay.
I'd say it gets better, but I make no promises.
It's not. It's just downhill from here.
No, I don't think it does get better.
It stays
Okay.
consistently entertaining, though. That's
Yeah, it stays in the gutter for sure.
All right.
Right,
So
it's-
last time we had Smo and Girlage team up to do away with the Burgermeister, his wife, Ishmark, and kind of his son, because his son was poisoned and unconscious in a soup when they last saw him.
I'm pretty sure they're all there.
Smo, I am going to give you and Girlage both inspiration for that whole plan, because that was
Plan nothing. That was planned by the seat of their damn pants.
I mean,
But-
we'll take it, but
that was pretty cool.
I mean, it is the only
how do we
plan
use inspiration?
that
again?
has, like, worked. So,
Yeah.
Is that D8 or D10?
Oh God, I don't remember. Everything I looked up, I didn't look up that. I haven't did inspiration in forever.
It's never when you want it to be.
Yeah,
You could just run it like it's advantage on a roll.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's just do advantage. Does that
Okay.
sound good?
Yeah.
That's a bottle.
Yeah.
1 point of
Okay.
inspiration.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Let's just do advantage. So you fulfilled the assassination for Lady Fiona. You fled to the doll shop where the rest of your party was unconscious, and you fought with Blinsky, who turned out to be a demon dude from and let's see, the guards didn't believe Girlage when he was trying to talk his way out of it, because his charisma skills are not up to par, apparently.
No, his charisma is crap.
Minus
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've went from arson to vandalism with broken windows everywhere in the poor Burgermeister mansion. And now you are all holed up in the doll shop after vanquishing the demon and recovering from being possessed, or your soul's being put into dolls. So last time we ended, you grabbed up the doll that you were, everybody packed it up, and y'all were sitting around talking about the assassination.
And preparing to loot the body and loot the place.
Mhm.
Yep.
Right. So, whoever's looting things, you take time and you look around and you find 14 of those gems like you've gotten before. They're worth 100 gold each.
Okay.
Okay.
And everybody roll me an investigation.
Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. We can put them all in the party funds, or everybody can take 2 and put them in the party funds.
Let's do party funds.
Yeah.
Party fun sounds good.
Party
and I'm
fun's
off to a great start, Sarah. I got a natural 1.
Hey, you got it out, right? Out your
Yep.
system.
I only got a 2.
Okay.
I got a 12.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I'm typing. 1 second.
And
What was the check?
investigation.
Investigation. I
Yeah,
got
100 gold
7.
points each.
7. What'd you get, Chelsea?
Sorry, you said 100 gold points each, right?
Yeah, 100 gold each, 14 gems.
Okay, sorry, I'm typing that into our thing.
No,
That's
you're
why.
fine.
Okay. And now I roll. Let's roll. It's perception.
It's investigation.
Investigation. Okay. 17.
Okay, girlage. Everybody's off looking on their own. You're kind of by yourself, and you notice a bag.
Oh no.
God.
Don't give him the
It's like a leather bag. It seems more important than other things you've looked through for some reason. You see this
on its skin.
No.
this bag.
Yeah, like, what kind of leather are we talking about? Like nice, like jacket leather, or like shiny leather?
Or like this came off of a human body and got made into leather.
Give him to the gimp.
It's very nice, very well taken care of.
Okay. What's in the bag?
I look in the bag.
What's
Okay.
in the bag?
What's in the bag?
You just see like darkness.
Did you bring it back
There's only one way to find out. Quick, put a live animal in it. Wait till
Yeah.
it out. It's a bag of holding.
I'll toss him my spoon to see if it works.
Well, Justin, do you show this to everybody, or are you going to kind of hide it and keep it for yourself?
Are you really about to roll a dice to decide whether or not
I tell everybody.
Okay.
you are an
So disappointed in
asshole?
you. All
So
right,
you
I'm
show
gonna
it
toss
to us,
the
or what?
I'm gonna toss the spoon to him. And say like, see if it works.
I put the spoon in.
Okay.
Where's the spoon go?
Okay, then I go, I'm looking for a fork. No fork.
Boom.
Does it work?
I'm looking for a spoon. Holy shit, a spoon.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Really? Really? Think you're cute with that one, don't you?
I like that based on the information I've been provided, it's a bag. Because there's a spoon in it. And then he took a spoon out of it. I'm really not seeing the big deal.
It's a bag that can hold a whole lot of stuff, more than what it looks like it can hold.
How big is
Okay.
is it a big sack or is it just a small like purse bag?
How big of a big bag?
Like,
How big of a
what's
I
the opening?
Yeah. I mean, I would say it's not like a small coin purse, but it's not like a huge sack you have to lug over your shoulder. It's probably
It's
like a
like a fanny
medium-sized bag.
So like a
Fanny
merch
pack.
size.
It's a merge. You have a
It's a
merge.
fanny pack of holding.
You now have a fanny pack pocket dimension on your waist. You're great.
Because he's a really big person. So like it could
Yeah.
be a decent size. And
Yeah.
still
So
be a
it's-
fanny pack on him.
Yeah, it's
you are now-
roughly
yeah.
2 feet in diameter at the mouth and 4 feet deep.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
Yeah,
usually where
you are a Goliath kangaroo.
Just don't put Kraken in that bag, okay?
Don't.
Put the dog in the bag.
There's no oxygen in a vacuum. Do not do that.
Don't.
All right. Well,
Do it.
so
But
I've
I'm
been
big enough I
carrying
can
all
fold
the group
people up and put them in
inventory.
there, right?
I've been carrying all the group inventory. Do we want to stick it in the bag of holding?
Yes.
Probably.
I think we wait until you're holding a lot of shit for the sole fact of right now the guards are all looking for him.
This is a good point. We don't want to lose all of our shit.
He is not inconspicuous.
Can we put him in the bag of holding?
I mean,
How long can you hold your breath?
only if you have a revivify spell ready.
No. I was thinking more of animate dead type.
Yeah, I would say like anything in the party fund should probably go in there.
Okay, well, right now I'm gonna keep hanging on to it, like she
Okay.
said, until we're out of Vallaki, because I don't want.
I don't want there to be like a Elder Scrolls situation where he gets arrested, they take all his shit.
Oh god, and then we're having to like break in to get all of our shit back.
Well,
True.
And right now, really, I'm not carrying that much. It's just some.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll just wait till we're carried. Yeah. Any
Zone of truth.
I've got a jewelry box, 3 golden rings. The platinum necklace went to Pix, so she's already got it because
I've already got it.
yeah, that's in the bag of hold. That's in my pocket.
It won't fit in your pocket. It's too big to fit in your pocket.
It's
No,
in her pocket.
Your
Oh,
pocket.
yeah.
Live in. Okay. And then some gold and silver and 3 moss agates, and then I've just added the 14 gems. So
Okay.
that's what we've all got in party funds.
Most of what we have in the party fund fits in the drawer box that you have in the party fund.
Yeah, exactly. It's all in my backpack right now.
So yeah, y'all have looted the store. You look kind of through the window outside. It's pitch black dark right now. You can take a long rest in here if you want to. You can,
We planned on taking one.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
whatever you
I've got
wish
nothing.
to do.
Yeah. Because I was.
You need it.
Is the demon body still there?
Yeah. Pix
Okay.
like took some samples. but-
I've already kind of.
His head's coming off.
No.
It's off.
You everyone had a whole new spell and everything ready for that.
It turned me into a fucking doll.
Knowing that Pix has necromancer powers and seeing this happen, Bryn doesn't say anything, but she likes the Goliath even more now because with her past experience, she's not really cool with
Dead things
shit
walking
coming
around.
back from the dead. So
Air's right there with
Whole
her.
new spell. I've been waiting and I've been wanting to use. I haven't been able to because everything's been incinerated and I've been waiting to use it. And we finally had a dead body. But no.
And I drag his corpse and throw him in the where he kept all the other bodies in the.
I hate you.
Alrighty.
Can I investigate and see if there's anything with Gertrude the doll?
Mm-hmm. You can try.
Can we burn
No.
that? Damn.
I promised Gertrude that we would try and find her body, okay? Like, that's not. What do you want for that? Investigation?
You could do
Arcana? What do you want? I don't care.
you could do like either investigation or Arcana. I'll take either one.
17.
17. Like, what do? You're trying to talk to her, or
I'm trying to see if she's like, I mean, she was animated while we were
Yeah.
dolls, so I'm seeing if it's still working.
yeah. So y'all see Chelsea, or Air over there in the corner, and she's like shaking this doll, like, "Why won't you say anything?"
Well, no, I'm not like that, but I'm
No,
just, like,
I'm just picking.
poke it, be like, are you still with us, or I'm just back to being a weird little creepy doll now?
You don't get an answer. You don't really, no response really, but you do kind of sense like, I don't know, you sense like something there
Okay.
because you have your cleric abilities and all like that. You sense that there's something there, but there's no communication or anything.
All right, so there's still like a soul in there or something.
Right.
Once a creepy doll, always a creepy doll.
Once a human person that became a creepy doll and then went back to being a human person. That's us.
Still a creepy doll.
So, have you heard? I look at Pix. Anything going off up here for the alert spell?
Sarah?
Nope, not yet.
No.
Not yet.
How much longer do we have on the spell?
Hopefully it'll happen soon, because otherwise we're gonna have to go back.
How much longer do we have though? Because we need to take at least a short rest. We need a rest. So how much longer do we have on the spell?
Like, how late at night is it? Too.
Yeah.
It was dusk when everybody got to Blinsky's. So
Yeah, it's just
Yes,
how
that-
long
he
were
says
we
that-
unconscious and then becoming dolls and then killing them and becoming
Yeah.
conscious.
Well, because
I'm
she
in
said
favor of
it
a longer
yesterday.
rest,
She
personally.
said it this morning. She said it this morning. So it should last through the night till the following morning. Because we said like what, 7
It's
a.m.
24 hours, yeah.
Yeah. So you should be good until like in the morning around.
So we have time to take a
8.
long rest.
Yeah, because that's why I'm like, we're in a basement. I don't know what time it is, so I'm like,
Yeah.
Do we have time to take a long
How
break?
far is Blinsky's from the inn?
From the inn,
it
I
should
mean,
still
it's
be
right across the street there. The inn is the building with
Okay.
the smoke beside it.
I was just going to say, since it's nighttime, before we actually commit to a long rest, do we want to send invisible pics over there to see if our bard friend is there? Since he tends to show up at night.
We could all go over there, act like we're coming back to our rooms for the night. Because
Yeah,
we've got to
no,
have a
oh,
long rest before we
Well,
take it.
Yeah.
we can't
Yeah,
because
do
the
that.
guards kind of want some of our people.
Yeah,
Go out at
yeah.
night.
that means
Go
that
out at
Three of
night.
us might be. Someone might be looking for a couple of us.
Yeah.
So
But we sleep in the toy shop, get a long rest.
Well, we already have an established fact that you should not be outside at night because monsters and shit, hence the us having to protect the church,
yeah,
which is
that's
why
true.
I was saying if anyone goes, it'd be invisible pics.
Yeah, that's a good point.
just saying, because I'm awesome.
Even that, though, I don't
what kind
know.
of what kind of clothes is Blinsky decked out
Oh
in?
shit!
Yes.
Oh shit!
Go up and see if you got it.
While you're figuring out the answer to that question, I have another one. Alarm would trigger if anyone went up to the wagon, as well as if anything came out, right?
True.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that means that the bard hasn't been to the wagon either.
No.
So theoretically, if he's taking stuff to the wagon in the morning when he leaves the inn, if we go there in the morning for you to reset the alarm spell, we might catch him while he's there.
Everybody thinks the sled is adorable. I shared pictures.
Very true. Yes.
So-
Just
So we
on
take a
my-
long rest while Smo takes a body clothing off of a demon body.
Well,
Yeah, I want to make a disguise for Gurlich.
Yep, that's a nice
Damn.
outfit. That'll go great with your Chippendales
Perfect.
bow tie.
Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Familiar now, do you? You know, like a monkey?
Thankfully, I can rest inside my pocket. I don't have to sleep with everyone else. So I can still go to the inn and look and come back.
Yeah, but we don't know what's out, like what monsters are outside at night. They might
What
be
if
able to
there's a
see
swarm
through
of
your
bats or something
invisibility,
that decide you look like a delicious bite-sized snack?
or something that can see through invisibility.
Oh shit, like that little shit demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we'd be better off just taking our rest, our 8-hour rest, and then getting to the wagon before the alarm spell wears off.
Question!
Yes.
Yes,
I
Pix.
have a new spell. Would everybody like to sleep in a pocket dimension tonight?
A very little pocket? Like
I mean, she'll have her spells back in the morning, so
This will be my
Yeah,
last
sure.
one. It's my
it
last.
really won't hurt anything to let her do it.
Yeah, let's
Do
try
it.
it out. Let's
If
make sure
somebody
we know.
else can use my other one.
They turn me into a doll. Do I look like I'm used to being as small as you?
Oh! Now it's a size thing.
I'm metal. It's always about size.
how you use it.
Did Phyllis actually say that? Or is that Lucy talking?
I like go flying back into my pocket.
I just look at Goliath and go, good job. Now we don't get a pocket.
Or we do, and everyone but the Goliath gets to come into the tiny hut.
Maybe.
Pretty much. Okay.
Sorry, if I don't go in there, her gems will disappear.
You have a
Please.
tiny knife shoved right up in your ribs overnight.
No, I'm
A very,
going for
very
a much
tiny
more
one.
delicate appendage.
Is anyone else concerned how many marital spats that Pix and the Goliath have? Like, can't tell.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that
I mean, I
relationship
feel like
is.
there's a real big size difference there, so I don't think that that's going to be a problem unless she knows the enlarge spell.
Yeah. But you know, she
She
does own
does,
his
I'm sure.
soul.
Or the
Um,
shrink spell.
But since Pix does own his soul and everything, you know. All
That's
So
right.
it's just like marriage.
Yeah. So I come flying back out of the hut. I'm like, okay, everybody, come here.
I go closer to the very upset fairy.
I go closer, but I'm going to act disinterested.
I just happen to be standing here.
Smoke, come on.
Yeah, I'll duck in there and take these horrendous clothes with me.
All right. So as I'm above everybody, I'm going to cast Tiny Hut.
All right. So boom, this tiny hut appears.
Now a 10-foot radius dome springs into existence around and above all of us and remains stationary for the duration of 8 hours.
And what does it look like inside since it's your hut, Pix?
This is my hut. So it's all covered in like super glittery, like freaking like glitter everywhere. Like it's the inside of a freaking.
Are we in the genie's bottle? Like,
yeah, pretty much. It's like big fluffy pillows. Like the whole dome is glittered. It's like the inside of a disco ball. Yeah. So it's like all my favorite things. So it's like glitters and pillows and like gems everywhere. Like everything.
It's a big version of her pocket.
Yeah, and
pretty
random little skeletons everywhere of little animals and random bits and pieces of dead things among all the super shiny and glitter.
Air's gonna very carefully go over to one of the pillows and like make sure there's no dead shit around it before she claims that one.
Watch out for the hands that move.
Oh, yeah.
I look at the Goliath. Please tell me you're joking.
No. Do you want to meet my crawling girl? He lives in...
No.
Then my
No.
mom gave him to me. He's my
That's
friend.
very sweet. That's very sweet, but maybe tomorrow when we're not in an enclosed hut space.
He only leaves a little slime trail now. I've trained him really well.
Hey, Smo, the true definition of stranger.
I'm talking about the slime trail, and then I just start clapping my hands, and the crawling girl climbs up, bears back, and all they see is this thing that looks like Thing from the Addams Family sitting on Bear's shoulder.
I'm going to bed, guys. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, Kraken's real confused by that. He's like,
Yeah.
huh?
Kraken, do you want to play with Thing? Do you want to play with Thing? And I have Thing go run around and like play with Kraken, like just start running around.
I just like leave the hut and go find a corner to sleep in because there's just too much happening right now.
It's my
And none of it's okay. Like I can't decide what Bryn would find more off-putting: sleeping in a glitter ball or a disembodied hand. Like
Airboat's disembodied hand, completely.
It's like there's random dead things and skeletons and skulls, and then like
Bryn's
super glitter.
just concerned if she sleeps in here when she leaves tomorrow, she's gonna be covered in glitter, and that shit takes forever to get out. So
Craft herpes.
That might actually happen.
Okay, so everybody goes to sleep. And
Yeah, I want to take some time to make a like cowl for Gurlich there. So green or blue, big man?
Green.
All right, so I'm gonna take all the green fabric off that shitty outfit that he wears and throw those bells away.
Roll it in the glitter. Roll it in the glitter.
I will offer to help Smo sew that up.
Yeah, so we're gonna take that and make some sort of cowl so he's got kind of a deep hood that he can wear.
Okay.
Don't forget you also have the traveling clothes and the common clothing and the oil skins that you stole from the bard's room.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Just making sure. I mean,
Okay.
I'm saying this to you, like just you. Like, don't forget, there's
Oh,
that other
yeah.
fabric if you need it.
With Air's help, there's no rolls necessary. You make it a really nice cowl.
All right, cool.
So pretty
Y'all
much
argue a little bit over color selection and the way you have it hang, but all in all, it comes out pretty good.
Green, no blue, no green.
Air giveth no fucks.
randomly comes over, grabs a handful of glitter, throws it on it.
She's a Viking. As long as it covers his head and you can't see, she doesn't care. She's like, sure.
If Bryn was there, she would point out the ridiculousness of trying to hide a Goliath with a cowl, but she's not. So,
Well, just want to cover his features so he's not immediately recognizable as soon as we step outside.
What he
All
said.
right. So everybody's asleep, right?
I'm gonna crawl under my giant purple pillow with Thing and Kraken and curl up and go to sleep.
All right.
As Air's walking back to her pillow, she just sees that and just goes.
I imagine when the Thing hand is sleeping, its neutral pose is just the bird.
Yeah.
Just as Garrett tells everybody.
And it snores, so it's constantly like this.
What does Solus think about everything?
She can't quit staring. Just and then every time now that this is snoring, it's just
Oh God, she's gonna attack the hand.
the cat watching a horror movie and its eyeballs are like going back and forth and its ears twitch. And that's just what I imagine her doing. Like, oh my god. Frantically taking notes.
It's like glitter and death and gore all in one.
You made the perfect cat cage right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just need a cardboard box.
All right.
I will make sure to put one in next time.
That's a pet trap.
All right. Everybody's sleeping and a couple hours pass. I want everybody to give me perception checks, and everybody in the hut has disadvantage. Or actually, I'll just say, Bryn, you get advantage. That way everybody doesn't have to roll twice.
Well, that's good because my first roll was a 1, so I appreciate that.
Natural one again.
You said perception?
Yeah, perception.
18
Oh.
for Bryn.
16
I'm
was
glad
my
you're
roll.
doing good.
I had a natural 20. Damn it.
I got a 9.
If I didn't
Okay.
have advantage on that, I would have had a 1. So
Gosh, Katie,
That was a
what did you
9.
get, 16 or?
Hold on. 16,
Plus 3, 19.
17, 19.
What have you guys
19.
rolling good tonight?
Okay.
We're rolling shit.
Everybody's sleeping really well, but Kraken wakes you up, picks first, and he kind of, because you're kind of sleeping on him, and he kind of jerks up all of a sudden, and his ears just kind of go up, and you kind of go flying, and you're like, what? And Bryn, you hear it too. You hear the bell over the door to the front of the shop jingle as the doors open.
okay, so semantics, a logistics question, I guess. I'm not in the hut, which is a pocket dimension.
Right.
I can't telepathically speak to them if they're in a pocket dimension, can I?
No.
Okay.
Can you go back into the hut?
Yeah, she can't.
Well, I'm not on the same side of the room as the hut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She
the
comes
door
to the
just
hut
jingled like someone came in.
I
am
assume
not
that you
stealthy.
I assume that you did set up in the cellar, so this would be,
I was gonna stay on the same floor, but like behind the counter, because you said that there was like the door with the counter and stuff.
yeah, okay. So yeah,
So I'm like back behind it, like sort of sheltered, but I didn't go downstairs because it's creepy down there.
okay, so yeah, you're upstairs. You definitely hear the ringing of the bell.
Are we in the cellar or are we upstairs?
You guys, I thought were in the cellar.
Yeah, we're still in the
Yeah.
cellar.
Okay, then she should be in the cellar with us,
Yeah,
right?
if the hut's in the cellar, then I'm in the cellar.
Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause
I thought I for some reason I thought that our body pile was upstairs in front of like where
No.
closer to the
Okay.
door. Okay, then yeah, I'm still in the cellar then if the hut is.
All right, so Kraken. I'm just riding Kraken because he can
Yeah,
go and
so-
he can come in and go as he pleases out of the hut. So
Yeah, I stick my head back in the hut and kind of shake everybody awake. I'm not even trying to be quiet because in the pocket dimension it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm just
Kraken
like,
just falls through your legs.
the bell above the door upstairs rang.
I went, what bell?
Yes, sir. I'll be right
Bell
there.
on the door and it rang.
Fine. I grab my hammer and like put it over my shoulder.
I'm just half awake riding Kraken as he's growling it up the stairs.
How long have we been asleep? Has it been 8 hours?
Well, Kraken's not really growling. He just kind of perked his ears up and cocked his head, and now he's looking at you like,
Hey, let's go. What is it? Go.
Has it been 8 hours? Have we got our spells back?
it's been a couple hours, but no, not
Yeah,
yet.
we're gonna have to go back in the pocket dimension after this.
Okay.
Question.
Well, I mean, everybody can stay in the pocket dimension because the pocket dimension's hidden. I just
True.
wanted to bring it to your attention that there is someone upstairs potentially.
So how about our sneaky person or our invisible person go up and see who the fuck it is?
Fine.
Okay, I want to be a minute. Hold on.
Asshole, go back to sleep, you ass.
Give him a new hat. He thinks he can do anything.
Fine. I'm just gonna fly up. I'm still like half asleep, and I'm like, Kraken.
As she's half asleep flying in her head, I just go, turn invisible.
Do you have to stay within the hut for it to maintain?
Don't believe so. Hold up.
I think it's the same as the Morton's Magnificent Mansion, that once it's cast, it
Mansion.
Yeah, until the spell ends. The spell is it just says that until the spell ends, I have full control over it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you command the interior. Yeah.
And it says all creatures and objects within the dome when you cast the spell can move freely through it.
Yeah.
All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it.
Yep.
So
So all of us can come and go as we please, but nothing else can come in.
So
So I'm just half asleep, flying.
no, wait a minute. It does. It says the spell ends if you leave its area. Picks.
Oh, hold up. Where does it say that?
At the top, it says a 10-foot radius immobile dome of force springs into existence around and above you and remains stationary for duration. The spell ends if you leave the area. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's gonna stay there.
Yeah, Pix
All
has
right.
to stay, but somebody else can go.
I'll go take a look. So,
In the
I put my head
pirate.
out, so it's just that the Goliath head sticking out nowhere.
Well, it's opaque, so like people see it, so
Well, it's one like I'm still like I'm half asleep, so somebody's gonna have to like grab me because I'm not realizing anything. Like flying.
okay, so Smo, you're gonna
I just
Go
now that
stealthy.
Smo is going in Pix's head, I go, you're sleepwalking. Turn around. Come back.
I just I see Kraken.
Kraken's down here with us. Just come back.
I just fly back and just lay back on Kraken and curl up where I'm like between Kraken and Thing.
and Thing starts like patting your little head, like
So creepy.
Creep. You're not creepy at all.
I'm
Unless
like
that's
the
your
best
thing, then sure. She's just gonna wake up and be like, I had the weirdest dream narrated by the chick with no mouth. All
It's
right.
like, why was the skull lady talking to me in my dreams? This is so weird.
Oh man, I should start trying to influence people in their sleep.
Oh, fuck, we just gave her a new idea.
okay, Smo. So you heading upstairs.
yeah, I'm gonna stealth though.
Alrighty, give me a stealth check.
Oh, that's really good. That's a non-natural 20.
Nice,
see,
not a 1.
Rolls out.
Yay.
Well, I threw the other 2 dice in dice jail, so
Already? Dang.
Punish
Well,
them and the others will fall in line.
yeah, my first 2 rolls have been natural ones, so those are going
Wow.
away.
Wow.
So, all right.
So yeah,
And-
so you're stealth.
Okay, I'm gonna creep up there. Is it like a trapdoor situation to the basement, or just like a door with stairs leading down?
It's like a trapdoor situation.
Okay, I'm gonna very quietly like open the door a little bit and peek through it and see what I can see.
Okay. You see the back of the counter, basically.
Fuck. All right. Well, I'm gonna quietly scoot up and peer over the top of the counter then.
Okay. You stand up and you look over
Well,
the
I'm
top
not
of the.
standing up. I'm
Well,
kneeling.
I know, but you look over. You look over the top of the counter and you don't notice anything like in front of you, and you like look around and there's nobody there. But then you notice that there's a very ornately wrapped like package, like a present.
Oh, Jesus.
It's all black and red.
I'm glad we sent the klepto to check it out, guys.
And it's got, it looks like it's got gold leaf all over the paper. It's very ornate package just sitting on the counter.
I'll do a investigation on that bad boy. No, that's a natural one. That's a sweet present.
What's the equivalent of a bomb?
It's for me.
All right. So, yeah. Looks awesome.
Yep,
I'm going to open it.
There's a present. You don't see anybody else around. You open it and you lift off the lid and there is a card inside. You pick it up and you look at it and it says, "My dear rogue, apparently we have gotten off on a bad foot. Please take this gesture as a token of my perhaps friendship in the future, since you have corrected a problem that has been a problem for me for quite some time. Perhaps we will see each other in the future. Signed, Lord Strahd von."
Oh, fuck.
What a nice man.
And you tear open the tissue paper and there is a pair of leather gauntlets inside that have gold inlay all on them.
Are they for his feet or his hands?
Which ones do they fit?
Please take them to your cleric or your paladin to be checked.
I really hope they're for his feet.
Please.
Do I have any idea like what they would do, or do I need to roll something for that?
Roll, I guess, an investigation.
Take them to one of the spellcasters and make sure they don't have some compulsion charm on them.
So,
No, that would be against Mo's character.
yep, third dice of the night, natural 20.
Natural 20. You're not a spellcaster per se, but you do sense some energy coming off of these things. It's pretty potent. And you do notice that the gold inlay that's on it appears to be representing mist.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stuff them into my pockets and make sure the door is fucking locked.
Yeah,
and then head back down, and I'm gonna kind of like stuff the box and the wrapping like in a corner somewhere, like it was never there, and then just go back down.
Okay.
What was it? Is there somebody waiting up there?
I think the monkey left.
I hate monkeys.
The monkey left a long time ago.
Are you sure? I haven't seen him.
Yes, we saw him escape when we were being taken.
Well, actually, you didn't see that. You just
Yeah,
assumed.
we didn't know
Oh,
he
okay,
got
never mind.
out.
Never mind.
See?
Retract that statement.
Yeah, I think maybe he just got out of there now that everything's quiet.
Pix just sits there and goes, I don't like monkeys. I don't like demons. I don't like monkeys.
Well, that's a relief. We don't have to worry about the screwbally little thing attacking us in our sleep. So, is that it? Can we go back to bed?
Yeah, I locked the door. We're cool.
Thank you.
Hopefully the monkey doesn't have a key.
If the monkey got a key, we got bigger problems.
Yeah. Monkey has a key. We are screwed.
Yeah, because the monkey having a key is the biggest issue here. Not that the big bad of the entire campaign just came into where we were sleeping and left presents. Like fucking evil Santa.
I've seen Congo. It was a terrible movie, but
Monkeys
Yeah,
can
monkeys
fuck you up.
Yeah, that's a bad
I won't
idea.
lie, that was the first movie that ever gave me nightmares as a child.
What movie?
Congo.
Congo. What's
That's
it?
an
Brad Pitt.
Like, I watched
That one-
Aliens at the age of 3 and thought it was hilarious and wanted to be Newt. That did not scar me at all, but for some reason, the close-ups of the eyeballs in Congo just gave me
Yeah.
recurring nightmares
Same
about
here.
eyeballs.
Awesome book too.
I don't like. Oh,
Trimmers.
Tremors gave you nice. That B-rated ass movie. Those damn things were nothing more than Muppets.
Clearly, what we're learning here is all of us are afraid of bad special effects.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tales from the Dark Side, the episode with the Cuddy Black Sow. Fuck that.
Cat's
No.
eye. Oh,
Mine
God.
was Puppet Master. Yeah, Puppet Master was mine.
Oh, I love
That
Puppet
might be
Master.
the one that I'm thinking of because the first one that really scared me was a ventriloquist dummy one.
Yep. Good
Wasn't
deal.
that Puppet Master?
Probably.
that-
I just can't remember the name.
I don't know. We're enough younger than Katie. It might have just been a Goosebumps episode.
It may have. It may have. But
That's
I'm trying to
what
remember.
it was that fucking Goosebumps
Night
episode
of the
with the
Living Dummy.
puppet.
Oh,
Yes.
with the dude with the no, I know which one you're talking about. That one scared the shit out of my sister too, and I'm like, really? Chucky's scarier than that shit. And I hated Chucky.
Yeah, Kira, the Goosebumps episode where the little girl and the doll, like the doll takes her soul or something.
Yeah.
I don't have to have dolls anymore. She'll play with Barbies, but she won't touch a doll.
Yeah, I didn't either. I was like, no.
They had the original Goosebumps episodes and Are You Afraid of the Dark on Netflix for a little while, and I watched those. No wonder I grew up weird. That shit's fucked up.
I
Yeah.
loved Are You Afraid of the Dark? That was awesome.
That was a good show.
I guess I watched
Okay.
those with Carolyn. I scared the crap out of her, and I'm like, really? You want to see scary? So I tied her down and made her watch Child. What made her watch? I think it was Child. No, it was It. I made her watch It.
It
That
didn't
one
scare me as a
scared the
child.
shit out
I
of me.
watched that at like 3 or 4, and I laughed through most of
Yeah.
it.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
love
the scariest part of that movie was Jonathan Brandis's acting. But
Yeah, pick a bad guy that Tim Curry played, and I loved that movie growing up. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, Tim Curry Satan? Yes.
It didn't scare me, but other clowns scare me. And
Yeah.
people dressed as it in real life scare me because why would you want to do that? What's wrong
Oh,
with
like the picture I made you take with me and Pennywise?
All
She did
right.
it from like 20 feet away.
anyway,
Yeah, guys, we're getting off track.
So,
Oh, yeah, okay.
back to the hut.
Back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Yes.
Yeah.
and after they all finally fall asleep, I'm gonna slip the gloves on like I've had them on all along. See if they
Fall asleep, random bad dreams.
Yeah. You slip them on. You get a sense that you'll probably have to kind of attune to these.
All right.
So you take the time and get it all attuned, and you now have gauntlets of Misty Step. You can use Misty Step 3 times per long rest as a bonus action.
You know, metagaming, what I'm learning is that if I just be bad, there's a benefit.
That or a necromancer.
Yeah.
Pick.
See, I burned down a house. I got an axe.
Really?
You got a job.
Yeah.
Got
You
hired.
got a job. Like,
Got a job, killed
Wow.
everybody.
Got accused of having a alternate lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's been an exciting adventure for you so far.
And yet somehow through all that, all of a sudden you have found this affinity for your Chippendale's cuffs and collar.
Wake up and I realize the butler job is gone. A single tear rolls down my cheek.
Oh,
So much for that 401k.
That's what it was. It was the money in the tournament. I would have been set for life.
Okay, so you sleep the rest of the night. No ill effects.
no alarms going off in Katie's brain.
Well,
Or
what
Pixie's
time
brain.
do you wake up? Like what
Well,
time?
it would
are
have been
y'all
8
trying-
hours after we fell asleep. So
Yeah, I just need 8 hours. After 8 hours, I'm up. I'm good.
yeah,
Yeah.
So what time did we have to go? What time did we go to bed? What time did we have to be up by?
that yeah.
I'm gonna say y'all wake up to like the very first stages of dawn. And
Okay.
And Pix, you wake up to just this incredible screaming in your head. It's just like the wails of the dead in your head.
Guys,
It's
Aaron up again with the hammer. What is it this time?
you were wondering, and it's happening.
The alarm
It's
spell?
not my baby.
What is it?
Oh.
So once Bryn puts the half sleep speech together and realizes she's trying to tell us the alarm's going off, I leave. I head
once
for
I
the
figure
wagon.
it out, I shake the wing, make sure everybody's awake.
Yeah.
Guys, get up! Come on, we've got to get to the wagon.
Yeah.
And then
After about 10 seconds, the screaming stops. So.
Okay, let's
I
go.
followed
That
my
was
sister.
pretty
I'm ready
brief.
for the wagon.
All right, Thing, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow night. Be a good boy. Mommy's gotta go. Come on, Kraken, let's go.
I want to head toward the wagon, but I don't want to go out into the opening, like little area where the wagon is. I just want to get to where it's eyesight.
Okay.
I'm doing that shaky run right after you wake up from a nightmare.
I'm following my sister. I want to get eyes on the cart.
Yeah,
Yep,
I'm
going after them
I'm
as well.
riding Kraken. I'm just still half of trying to wake up because I was startled awake and I don't do well that way.
Okay. So you all roll me. Well, I'll say Girlich and Smo. Are y'all being stealthy about this, I'm assuming, with you two?
Yes.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
For sure.
Go ahead and roll me some stealth checks just to see.
All of
Alright.
us.
No, just those two, because the other ones, y'all, the other people aren't
We're
really.
not wanted for anything.
Yeah, we don't have the
Yeah.
guard looking for us right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't help. All I have to do is turn invisible, and it just looks like a dog walking down
Yeah.
the street.
So yeah, y'all both make it unmolested, through the streets. That cow, man, that cow's
You
doing
had a bad
wonders.
dream, and you finally made it unmolested. Look at you.
I thought they showed up and said I was the dad and I had to take responsibility.
Yeah.
After me.
How old is Girlich? Because Jenna could violate you with her ceremony spell.
She good. Oh.
I don't think I'm going to consider him a young adult.
He is.
Wait,
He's
what is
actually younger than Pix by a lot.
It's a spell in the Xanthar's Guide, a paladin spell.
Yeah, it talks a lot about touching young adults.
Yeah.
What?
But it also makes holy water, so, upside.
Really, it's only like 25, 26 years old, max.
So yeah, you
So we can
guys,
see the wagon.
you guys make it up to a vantage point where the wagon is in view, and you see Rick Tavio is on top of the wagon. There is a monkey on his shoulder now that looks awfully familiar, and
I looked over to my sister. That's where the little fucking thing went.
It's the fucking monkey. It's the fucking monkey.
and he pulls out a key, unlocks the little hatch on top of the wagon, and throws in like 4 or 5 wolf steaks, and then locks it back.
All right, I'm gonna turn invisible and I'm gonna fly up towards him and like be above him to see
To see down in the hatch.
if I can make it in time. I don't know if I can make it in time or not.
What's your speed?
My flight speed is 30.
To try and give her a little bit more time to make it, I'm going to actually step out into the square and walk over toward the wagon.
Oh fuck no!
I feel like that's going to result in him slamming the door closed.
Yeah, it's just I was trying to be sneaky, but okay.
I won't. No,
Okay.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
Oh, come on. You already said it.
You said it. So
You
have
said
to-
it.
Do it like, open
You
the
said it.
brassiere a little bit and, get a little flustered.
Yeah. He like
I've been
looks
looking
up.
everywhere for that monkey.
He like looks
Yeah.
up, and at first he's kind of like cautious, and you see him shutting the top, but then he sees who it is, and like this big old grin happens on his face, and he's
Yeah,
like,
right as the sun crests the horizon, you get some god rays, just
I'm
and the
gonna-
wind picks
I'm
up a
gonna-
little, blows your hair
I'm
back.
gonna stay back where I am.
I hate all of
and
you.
I'm gonna stay back where I am, and I'm gonna mentally tell her what to say if it looks like she's having problems because she has shit charisma.
Yeah, it's like one of those classic blind date movies where they got the little
Yeah.
radios.
Yeah, except I can telepathically talk in her head.
Yeah.
The dude with the big nose. Yeah, crap. Now I can't remember the name of that damn play.
so yeah, he kind of pauses in what he's doing, and he smiles at you. Pix, you get up there. It's kind of half shut at this point, and it's kind of hard to see. You do make out like cat eyes, looking up, and then they're gone, and there's like some growling and munching of meat.
Like me size? Bigger?
Probably bigger than you. Maybe
Okay,
right.
I'm not gonna fly any closer. I'm just
And he shuts
the
the
monkey as I slowly fly backwards.
he shuts the gate, locks it, jumps down, wipes his hands on his pants, and he comes strutting over to Air. And he's like, "Were you looking for me?"
Actually, I was told this wagon belonged to you, and it's just rather fascinating. You have it all locked up.
Oh, yes. Well,
Subtle, real subtle.
we
Shut up! I'm not
we wouldn't want my special friend in there to get out now, would we? And he winks at you.
What kind of special friend?
And he's like, "Oh, come see." And he puts his hand on your back.
And I don't chop it off through a supreme act of will. I go along with it.
And he starts leading you over to the wagon.
All right, I see him. I see him escorting her, so I'm gonna fly back over and I'm gonna just hold on to her shoulder and I'm just gonna whisper in her ear and just be like, "I'm right here. So he can't do anything to you. So don't screw it up."
I like how my bodyguard is a 6-inch tall fairy.
Stranger danger.
The monkey,
I'm a foot.
the monkey kind of looks around and starts going.
I quietly pull out 2 javelins.
In the monkey's head and only the monkey's head, I go, "Fuck you, monkey."
The monkey like jumps and starts, making this.
I'm just really mad that it woke me up for no reason, since I think that it's what woke us up like halfway through our sleep last night.
When the monkey starts making noise, I'm like, "You have an interesting companion there."
And Rictavio looks at him and he goes, manners. And I don't know. He's normally not like this. And the monkey just kind of chitters and then sits back on his shoulder and wraps his tail around his neck.
Traitor monkey.
And he leads you over to the cart, and he says, "Now, I don't want you to get too close. Normally, he wouldn't harm anybody, but I can't make any guarantees with such a lovely such as yourself." And he kind of gets you up on the back, and he unlocks the little window and opens it up for you. And he's like, "Go ahead."
Oh crap! What do we see?
With a prayer to my goddess under my breath, who is the goddess of cats. Just throwing that out.
He noticed your paws, and he kind of rubs your back, and he's like, "It's okay."
I immediately kind of do that, like where you're like arching away and lean forward to look at the window, like, "Okay, don't kill this man."
In her seeing her body language in her head, I just go, "We'll kill him later." It'll be okay."
I was like, I'm just like, "Frigga, guide me," and I look in the window.
You see a huge tiger. Like it's not like enlarged or anything, but like
Dire
it's
tiger.
Next to
natural.
like Siberian tiger.
Bengal
But-
tiger.
Yeah, it's like one of the biggest tigers, you know, you've ever
Siberian.
seen. It's huge. And he's munching on those steaks and yeah.
Just I can't even help myself because, like I said, my goddess reveres cats. So I'm like, oh, look at you, gorgeous thing.
And Octavio's like, thank you.
And I just look at him like, I meant the tiger, but yeah.
Oh, yes. He is a specimen for sure.
That's a big fucking cat. There's a
Where
lot
did
of
you-
room for a cat.
Where did you get him, and why do you have him trapped? Is he not tame?
Well,
Really?
well, I have been training him for quite a while now, and he hasn't been tested per se in a public situation. So I figured once I brought him into town from my last locale that I would keep him here until it was time to go again. I don't want to test him in such a public forum. And he shuts the window and locks it back. And he's like, have you had breakfast yet?
I haven't. Are you going back to the inn?
Yes, my treat. And he kind
I'd love to accompany you. Maybe we'll find the rest of my group at the inn.
of,
In Pix's head, I go, what's going on? We
And
can't.
I'm just gonna fly. I'm just gonna all of a sudden go over here and just
Yeah, when I say that, I kind of
group.
look up toward the shoulder that Pix is on, like go tell the rest of the people to meet us there.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, so I'm just gonna fly back to everyone while they're talking. I'm just gonna fly back and be like,
Oh fuck. Everybody in now. Go. Move.
and I'm still completely invisible. So
We get more details than that.
Well, you see your sister walking away with the creepy that guy toward the end, so you know.
Well, I mean, I got that part because I could hear your conversation, but I couldn't see what was in the thing. So I'm trying to get her to tell me what the fuck was in the wagon.
Go. Move now.
I grab Pix, like not ungently, but just like grabbing her general direction. Like, what was in the fucking wagon?
you gotta find me because I'm still invisible.
I said in your direction.
Air did mention a tiger, so if we could hear her conversation.
Yeah, if you can
True.
hear me, I did say something about tiger.
You
I'm just trying to figure out like normal tiger.
Well,
really?
as we're walking, I want to kind of question Rictavio. That's my
yeah,
plan.
Rictavio's got his hand like still on your back. And
Yeah, we kind of go like back towards the toy shop and like beeline towards the inn, so I'm not following them to the inn.
There you go. I'm
So
then
what,
gonna
is that, what are you training this tiger to do? Is it like
I'm gonna
circus
fly
work?
back to her and grab onto her hair.
Careful,
Oh.
you're gonna STD roll pretty soon.
well,
Nope.
I don't like to give away all my secrets. It
Not even
is
a
a spectacular show though if it works out the way I hope.
So what do you do in this town since you, besides being a bard, obviously, that can't keep you busy all day?
Well, I mean,
I'm really shitty at this, guys. I apologize.
I entertain people at the Blue Water Inn, and then I just kind of make the rounds, earn a bit of coin here or there for a song or a story. My songs aren't that good, but my stories are legendary.
Since
And
I'm
he
back to
does his
hold
hand.
on to her hair, I'm just gonna go.
Get him talking about himself. Ask him more about himself. The more he talks about himself, the better he'll feel.
Give me a stealth roll, Pix, because you're talking.
Yeah, no,
He's right
don't
there.
help me. Don't help me.
Be quiet. Oh, 15?
15. Yeah. Let me just get his perception. Just see.
Because she's so
No.
sucks at this.
No, he beat that. So yeah, he's like, did you hear? I heard a voice.
I'm sure you're just hearing things. And I'm like flicking her, like, get out, go.
I'm just gonna move to the other side of her head. Like I'm just gonna like in the braid, like crawl to the other side of the head. Oh my god.
And the monkey like crawls over to his shoulder and he's sniffing the air and he's like looking and
Your monkey. making me a little uncomfortable. Does he bite? Because I feel like he bites.
Oh no, he won't bite. He is well trained.
Will he help
doesn't-
someone turn me into a toy?
Ugh.
Well, so
I don't know. I'd given him to that poor doll maker because he was so sad and my monkey was getting a bit restless and he was watching him for me, but last night he just showed up and I'm going to go by there later and see what's wrong.
oh, it could be any number of things. Maybe he just missed you.
Maybe we're all
Probably
big.
so. We haven't been apart that long for a long time.
So, where did you come from before Vallaki? And have you always been a bard? Is that all you do?
Oh, yes. I've come from a family of bards. I've traveled very far in my lifetime and seen many a wondrous thing. I had previously taken up residence in another spot, but some things did not work out there. So I came here and I'm trying to get a foothold here. It doesn't seem like there's much competition, so it's working out rather well.
Things like vampires or something like that. I mean, it seems like Barovia is rather rich with them.
Like when you say vampires, give me a perception check. Just
Oh shit! Guys, if he sucks my blood, I need you to avenge me.
Pix, you can do it too if you're still right there.
Yeah, I'm still there. I just crawled around to the other side of her head.
You said perception? 17? Not
Yeah.
that great.
Yeah, so
16.
yeah, you guys do notice, I mean, you're right there and he's got his arm on you, that like when you say vampires, he tenses and his posture almost changes completely for just a split second, and then he goes back to being the guy that you know, the overly flirtatious,
I'm
unwanted
just yanking
bard.
on a little piece of her hair just right above her.
And he's
Under
just,
the guise of straightening my hair, I'm like flicking her, like, stop it.
And
and,
then I come back and I'm grabbing onto the hair again. I'm holding onto the braid. I'm like,
and he just smiles at you and he's like, oh no, it was other things that you shouldn't, you don't want to hear about such things. Why don't we talk about things that are happier than such bad topics as
Well,
vampires?
Actually, I think vampires are a fascinating topic, considering that one brought me and my sister here, and we seem to be trapped here because of him. So I'm not very keen on them.
Well, I would agree with you on that. I am not very keen on them myself.
I'm just gonna lean down her ear and go, "Ah."
The monkey at this point, he's been like turning his head like around where Pix is,
You're gonna get me caught.
and he starts grabbing at your hair like where Pix has been moving it, and he's like running it through his
I will
fingers.
attempt to snatch the monkey by the back of the vest and be like, no.
Oh, he grooms people that he likes. I apologize if it is offensive. And
I'm
he
just not
like
used
moves the
to-
monkey to the other shoulder, and he's like, "Stay."
Thank you. I'm not used to people being so handsy, especially with my hair.
He looks at it, the monkey, says, "Bad monkey," as he pats your back.
Uh,
Yep, I see that roll coming on.
I noticed that you agreed with me that you don't care for vampires particularly. Have you heard any tales of Strahd, the one that rules these lands?
There are many tales of Strahd. It's hard to tell what is fact and what is fiction. I have just recently gotten to these lands myself, so I am trying to figure it all out. You said that he brought you here. Do you have any knowledge or stories?
I have a few tales, but if you're not interested in vampires, I'm sure you wouldn't really be interested in these stories either.
Well, he's
Oh,
interested.
I'm interested to anything that comes through those beautiful lips.
Oh.
Ah, yes,
you just,
but
you
the
just hear
tales
the sound of vomit splashing on the streets behind you.
She's trying real hard. She's trying real hard to like.
No, Pix is doing it for you.
Um. Well, tales of Strahd are generally not for the faint-hearted, and most of his seem to end in tragedy.
Well, then let's not talk of such things until we've had our breakfast and are
Yes,
feeling
look,
a little bit more content.
we're almost to the end. I'm sure my friends are there, or at least my sister.
Yes. It's not good to be out on the streets today anyway. Did you hear about the Burgermeister and
No,
his
what
entire
happened?
family?
What happened?
They were murdered.
Murdered?
Yes.
Who could do such a thing?
I do not know, but I know that there is all kinds of rumors floating around and the streets aren't that safe, so I'm glad that you came and found me when you did.
Yes,
While
I'm
they're
sure I would have
talking,
been
I'm
completely helpless with my giant warhammer.
While they're talking, I'm just gonna crawl up the braid and kind of lay across the top of her head, just keep flipping off the monkey.
He's like, no, I meant for myself.
Oh, of
I feel
course.
safer in your presence.
I'm so glad. So what stories have you heard about the Burgermeister? I mean, you said there were some rumors about what killed them. What are they?
Well, some say that they were stabbed.
Getting the invisible
Some
face.
say that it was poison. Some I have heard that Lord Strahd himself came and smited them all down.
I mean, that sounds very accurate and possibly like something Strahd would do. He is a bit of a monster and a despot.
I don't know if I would say such things so freely around here now. There's no telling who will come into power, but I understand what you are saying. I don't know if I believe that one so much, though, because Strahd has ignored the situation for this long. Why would he act now? But for the
And-
truth of it, I'm not sure.
When he says that he understands like what I'm saying, I lean closer to him a little bit, like not horribly, not romantically close, but close enough like that it's away from other people. I'm like, I'm not sure you understand the fact that we do plan to leave here. And as far as I know, the only way to do that is with Strahd dead. And then just lean back. Because he doesn't like
I'm just like tapping her on the top of the head. I'm like, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. I'm just tapping her head. Like,
he doesn't like vampires for some reason. He doesn't want to talk about Strahd. So I'm thinking maybe he has something against him. Maybe he can help.
That's what I'm. See, Brian got me. Brian got me.
Hold on one second.
Oh my God,
You know, earlier when in chat on Facebook, Brian said that we needed a ship, I don't think this is what he meant.
I'm just trying to get
Not that
information
kind of shit.
and get help.
This one might still include ropes. You don't know what Rictavio's
Fix
into.
me riding my head, okay?
And it's kind of funny that this is going down the road where I woke up from my dream and said it's not my baby. It may turn out to be true.
There will be no baby. There will be nothing like that. No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, stop it, stop it, stop it.
Yeah,
Poking her in the top of the head.
Yeah, I'm sure that's really helping.
Yeah, I suck at flirting already, and I'm trying to do this like subtly, and it's not really. I'm not good at it at all. So you like jerking my hair around and riding my head like a pony is not helping at all.
yeah. You lean in and you tell him, you know, about killing Strahd, and for another split second, his demeanor kind of changes, and then he gets like this big old grin, and he leans in, and you think he's about to like kiss your cheek,
And
he
I'm totally
turns-
gonna jerk back if he does.
But he like turns at the last minute, and his lips are like right on your ear, and he's like, we can't talk about such things here, but if you're interested in killing Strahd, we should set up a meeting at another more convenient time and place. Now, what about that breakfast? He says it really loud, and
I just smile at him real big. Breakfast sounds delightful.
Alrighty. So the other members of the party were rushing.
Okay, ally, okay?
Oh God.
I mean, first date breakfast. Jesus, what?
I know where you sleep, and I will shave you bald.
I will take that personally and kill you.
I'm your sister. You won't kill me. You'll just maim me a little bit.
I'll kill you. I'll bring you back, but I'll kill you.
Okay, so are we at the end now so they can quit being jackasses?
I assume that even though we took like the kind of like roundabout way, we weren't like leisurely strolling.
Right.
So I
y'all-
assume that we beat her there.
So you guys are at the inn. You walk in. Let's see. I have everybody up for some reason, but there. So you walk into the inn, and there's no crap everywhere, thank God. But you notice immediately that the inn has always been very empty, except for at night. That night that you spent there, it was a little more crowded, but it's always been very empty. But now it is very full, and the minute you walk in, like everybody turns and just kind of gives you the evil eye, so to speak.
Me and Gerlich wouldn't be just waltzing in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you guys?
We want to be like sneaking around and just kind of like.
We were talking about it inside chat, so you might have missed it, but the boys are going to stay outside the inn.
Yeah, we were,
Okay.
or at least me in particular, we're gonna sneak around and just like keep an eye on things and stay out of sight.
Okay.
So I don't want to speak for Justin, but if he wants to do the same, then we'll go watch through a window somewhere.
You go with him?
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Okay.
Something's gonna burn down.
Yep.
So do y'all want to be? Y'all want to be like over here, or like?
Whatever is not like facing a main street
Okay.
and someplace with a little bit of cover where we're not just.
So back around those side stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be good.
Okay. So yeah. So y'all are over here, looking through this window right there. Okay. So yeah. So Solus and Bryn, y'all walk into this place, and it is packed.
A cat and a lady with no face walk into
Yeah.
a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is packed.
Oh.
Everybody turns and looks at you two, and like once like they see you, they kind of give you a mean mug. It's kind of like they're very standoffish and guarded.
Stranger danger.
Bran barely notices.
Yeah.
Like a massive side eye.
Yeah. And it's one of those things like y'all walk in and there was some noise going on, but everything like goes dead quiet and everybody's kind of looking at you guys, and
I just kind of find a place to sit. I don't care.
okay.
I'm not good at social cues.
Yeah. So Solus, what you doing, girl?
I'm gonna follow her.
Okay. Y'all sit at the bar, you sit at a table.
I just imagine that little like that
Wherever
mag.
there's an empty place that I can have my back to a wall.
Okay. Let's see here.
The stairs are a little aggressive, but not bad for a cat.
Well, and I feel like when you piss your cat off and it just does that like tail flick thing as it walks away, like too good for this. I feel like that's what she's doing.
Like just the very tip of the tail.
Mm-hmm. Or it's like that last like 3 inches, and it's just like
Yep.
So, Yeah. So you guys find a table. I'm gonna say just like this one right here is open, and you have a seat, and everybody is still quiet and kind of staring at you. And from behind the bar, the barkeep, Erwin, comes rushing over, and he says, I thought that you had left. I apologize, but I have gained a lot of business recently, and unfortunately, your rooms are no longer available.
Are they all displaced by the fires we've been setting?
We've only set, we haven't set any fires in this town.
I calmly.
The refugees from fucking Barovia finally caught up.
We leave for a week, so we must be getting our money back. I'm not there, but I'm putting that out there for later.
When he says that, I just say, don't worry about it. We're just here for breakfast.
We're happy, just like all these other people, right?
Yeah.
Well,
everyone's happy.
Well, I think that the kitchen is pretty backed up right now. Perhaps you might eat elsewhere this morning?
Oh, I didn't think that there was anywhere to eat in this town other than here.
Oh, I'm sure you could find something at Town Square.
I mean, we can wait. It's fine. I'm waiting for everybody else to get here. So, really, if the kitchen's backed up and they get here and it's still backed up, then we'll all leave at once, and you won't have to explain this to everyone that's with me, one person at a time.
They're having a meeting of some sort.
Yeah, agree.
Well, I really must insist that you find breakfast elsewhere this morning.
Okay, have we made clear yet? Because Rexovia might be the big key.
I mean, we'll get breakfast somewhere else. I don't want to inconvenience you, but I know my friends are meeting me here, so I'm just gonna wait here until they get here, and then we'll head out. Get out of your way.
He keeps pushing. I want to start clawing the legs of his table.
Oh damn!
I was going to make that like psst noise, but I don't have a mouth, so I can't.
Yeah, like Solus, you start doing that, and you notice like Erwin is never seemed like weird with you guys or anything. He just seemed normal, but a majority of the new people that you haven't seen before seem very hostile towards you, Solus.
Can I roll perception or something to see if he's more like anxious, agitated, trying to get us out, or if he's also like sort of aggressively like doesn't like us right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go, Jenna.
No, it's not great. That was a 12.
As far as you know, he's just really busy, and he doesn't really want extra, mouths to feed right now, basically. But yeah, so he kind of sighs and he walks away. You do notice that he like looks at all the people around before he goes back behind the bar, and they just all are. Everybody's kind of staring, kind of a couple. They kind of turn around a little bit, but none of them give you their backs, and they're all kind of keeping an eye on you, trying to.
Okay. Is it Solus or both of them that they're looking at?
I mean, they're looking at both of them, but Solus is the one that's receiving
I'm
a
with
lot
the
of
cat person. It's like dating a black guy in 1948. It doesn't matter that I'm not a cat person. They're not cool with it.
Yeah.
So Erwin went behind the bar.
Yeah, he went back behind the bar.
When he sighs and kind of walks away, I want to follow him and do the perverse thing that my cat does when she knows I'm mad and just like kind of weave between his ankles and twine my tail around his leg. And
If you start weaving between his ankles, that's going to be kind of difficult.
Yeah, I think you're a little big to go between his legs, but you could probably wrap your tail around.
Or anything.
You can hit him with your tail, yeah.
yeah, this is the general image that I'm trying to convey, not necessarily the exact physical. But now I definitely want, and I'm not thinking about that this way, but I do kind of want it to come off like, no, he's down with us. He's happy with cat people. Yeah. We'll go behind the bar and we're going to hang out.
Yeah, you start doing that and you see several people like that look very rough. Not like, you know, like burly, like I'm going to get you rough, but just like they've been through hell, look rough. They like stand up, you know, when you're like all over Erwin, and Erwin kind of looks at him sideways and he does a motion with his hand and they reluctantly sit.
Bryn doesn't know the range of her telekinesis and doesn't know exactly where her friends are, but she just kind of tries to direct a message at either her sister or either of the guys. There is some fucked up shit happening in here.
Okay, I'm gonna walk faster from wherever I am because I want to get to the inn. If I'm hearing my sister say that.
And guys outside, y'all notice all this? Anything you want to?
I'm gonna go ahead and walk in.
I want to at least like do some kind of maybe investigation to see if I can gain any information on these. Like, are they town's guardsmen like waiting for us? Like, what are we walking into?
What if when the family died, they investigated and they found that one person with a room full of cats, and that's why they're cat racist now?
Well, they don't like cats for some reason. So
18. Okay. They don't look like guards. A majority of them look like they look like similar to one another, like there's big, like maybe family groups in here. But one thing you do notice, Smo, is there's no ravens on the roof anymore.
Guys, there's lots of werewolves in Vallaki. What if they're more rare creatures? Who would hate cat people? Bird people would hate cat people. Or I'm crazy.
Well, I feel like if they are, I feel like if they are were-ravens, they should let me know that, because if so, they could probably turn me against the cat, being as Odin is a very big raven person.
Well, they don't know Vikings. They're from Bavaria.
That's like saying that I wouldn't know any other deities exist because I'm a Viking.
Well, no, I'm saying Bavaria's been cut off from the rest of the world in their own little pocket dimension for a long, long time.
If there's a weir, can you smell it? Would I be able to smell birds?
And my thing is, okay, is it werebirds that came inside, or is whatever they are something that scared off the fucking birds? Because that's what I think is more likely.
Give me a perception check.
But birds would be scared of cats.
Not hawks.
But birds would also potentially be scared of werewolves. If there's a shit ton of werewolves in here, dogs don't like cats either.
Yeah, but I think they'd be more looking at her like, hey, we're going to eat you, not, hey, we want you out of our bar.
Yeah, I'm not thinking so much
20.
of them being werebirds, but more like maybe the birds went and told somebody where.
Being this close to Erwin, you notice he does not smell like your friends do. There's something a little different.
Kill my werebirds. Fine.
It's all patchouli that you smell of Erwin.
I'm gonna.
You can't place it. You've never experienced this smell before, but it's not normal, like smell of humanoids that you've smelled. Or
I'm gonna do the cat version of confused puppy, and kind of look back at Bryn like, I don't know, something's weird.
I interpret her tilted head as confusion, and in her head, I just go, "Fuck if I know."
Erwin kind of looks at you and he's like, so, how is that wine delivery favor you were going to do for me progressing? Are
So you
y'all
say
still?
down in the fucking
We're waiting for the fucking city to not be in lockdown, you dumbass. I'm not on that side of the room, so I didn't say that. That's
Yeah,
good.
he's talking to Solus.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I forgot.
I have it written down in our quest log.
Yeah, no, I forgot too. I was like, what?
I forgot there was a quest log.
I remembered that it was a thing we were supposed to be doing, but when we went to go do it, all the gates were shut and we couldn't fucking leave. So
Yeah.
you'd
That's
think
right.
that someone that lives in the city would know that.
They won't let us do it for you.
They?
And I'm gonna be pushing the big eyes.
Oh, you're
You're
doing a big
the
push
Puss
in
in
Boots
Boots.
eyes?
They won't let us.
Oh, okay. Well, as soon. Do you think you can do it in the future, or?
If they let us.
All right.
And then I'll start to
Are we
purr.
there yet?
I'm sorry, I just picture Solus like holding her tail like this and going,
Yeah, with the
let us, like with a big Puss in Boots eyes, like.
He like reaches under the bar and he pours you a like big glass of milk and he hands it to you.
oh.
Doesn't he know cats are lactose intolerant? Rude.
Love milk so much.
And about that time, yeah, y'all make it to the inn. Air and Rictavio come in with picks in her hair and the monkey. Rictavio walks in and he's talking to you and he's like laughing and stuff, and then he kind of looks up and he kind of stops for a second and he looks at Erwin and he kind of nods his head and Erwin kind of nods his head and he turns to you and he's like, perhaps we should get breakfast elsewhere this morning.
Yeah, I fly off her head and I can fly straight into Skull Lady's hair and I'm like, oh my god, she's horrible at this. Oh my god.
Two picks,
I got information, kind of.
two picks and only picks. I go, yeah. Everyone in the village was surprised when she got married too. She's real bad at this. and I walk over to my sister and Rictavio.
My character.
I walk over to Rictavio and my sister, and I just say to both of them, I think we should get breakfast elsewhere this morning. Like, because I didn't hear him say that. I've just been told that like 5 times. So
Yeah, I'm
over
still in her hair. I'm just like, I'm just
I'm looking
exasperated.
around. I'm like, where's Solus?
And
I've
right
got
about
my
this
favorite
time,
theory.
Girlich
I just
bursts
point.
through the door.
Oh shit.
As Girlich bursts through the door, I'm gonna be heading toward where Solus is. Like, I'm gonna go get our cat.
Muzzle deep in a big mug of milk, just purring. Happy.
Yeah.
Solus, sweetie, what you doing?
Look
Milk.
at the substance. It is delicious.
Oh gosh, she's gonna be farting in the hut tonight. It's gonna be horrible.
I just pat between her little ears and go, yeah, we call that milk.
Just to get that milk drunk on.
So
Yeah.
I walk up to Rictavio, throw my arm around. Rictavio, my good man, how you doing?
Girlich, it's nice to see you.
And it's like the over friendly pats and hugs that's painful. And
Oh my, he's like doing a hard smack on the back.
I can see you from over by the bar, and I'm just like,
whenever he walks in, I say again to everyone, we should get breakfast elsewhere.
okay, let's go get breakfast. And like the overbearing arm around Rictavio's shoulder, almost like a lock.
I just dragging him out.
Yes.
Oh my god, you're gonna like manhandle him out the door.
I'm getting that. We're just going somewhere private.
You're really gonna try and steal that key from him?
No, don't ruin this. He's gonna talk. He already said he wanted to talk.
Yeah, don't ruin this for Chelsea. Come on.
And Chelsea's like, I might get laid.
No. Chelsea's like, we need to get him to talk.
Chelsea's like, oh look, the second ally we run into this entire game. Maybe let's not turn him against us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Who's the
you grab him and y'all walk outside, and his monkey jumps on your shoulder and starts smelling you and all that good stuff.
If it shits on me, I'm gonna kill it.
I'm still on top of Jenna's head. I'm just exasperated. I'm just like laying there, just going.
I'm
"Oh."
completely ignoring whatever the fuck she's doing.
I'm like,
Bryn, do you go out or are you gonna wait for?
If anybody else from my group walks out, then I walk out.
Okay, so yeah, so everybody, you guys walk outside. Solus is like relishing this.
I'm trying. Solus, we need to go get breakfast because evidently we can't eat here. And I look at Erwin. Why can't we eat here?
It's so backed up. It would be lunch before I could get you breakfast. I apologize.
All right. Is our room still here?
I thought y'all had left. I haven't heard anything, so I gave your rooms away, but I will offer you.
I didn't think about this before, but it's kind of a dick move that he gave our rooms away because we didn't come back because every time we tried to come back, he said that they were closed because they were cleaning shit off the counter. We didn't know they'd reopened.
Yeah.
I want to look at it, but Erwin, this is where the milk is.
oh, we're still doing it.
Well,
get,
I mean,
can I just like buy this cup and take her with me?
you can
to work
have
out
it.
We need to work out the balance of the rooms anyway, because I think we paid for a week.
Oh yes, here, and he gives you back like your full payment. He's like, I apologize again, and as I was telling your friend here, I hope that you can still do that favor for me and bring wine if you.
Yes, we planned on leaving. We planned on leaving right away, but unfortunately, they'd already locked the gates for the Festival of the Sun, I believe. The celebration of the sun.
Yes. Well, it seems like since what happened to the Burgermeister, that won't be happening right now, and the city's in a state of unrest. So I would suggest you get out while you can.
So they're going to open the gates. That's smart.
Yes.
Yeah, I expected the opposite to happen. Like we're never getting out.
Wow.
Yeah, Rick Tavio told me that horrible news about the Burgermeister.
Yes.
I'm sure it will be a great loss to his happy citizens.
Yes, well, unfortunately, right now, Isaac has summoned the guard, and Lady Fiona Watcher is also summoned her folk, and they are kind of battling it out at the moment for who will take over the late Burgermeister's spot. That's why everybody's holed up in here. We are trying to avoid any unnecessary disaster, shall we say.
Do you support one or the other? Is one of them better than the other?
Not per se.
All right, well, thank you for returning our coin, but you returned all of it, and you didn't have to do that. We are going to go...
Yes, he did, because the one night we stayed here, that everything was covered in shit.
We're not there!
I honestly thought he refunded you after the shit incident, but I can't remember, so we're just going to say he refunded you. So.
We'll take your advice and leave out the gates after breakfast and hopefully get on our way to the Wizards of the Wine.
Yes, they're currently still locked, but I assume that with everything going on, pretty soon the guards will be elsewhere and perhaps you can get out.
I appreciate the advice and thank you for the milk. Well, I'll get to your tavern now.
And he tops you off before you leave, Solus.
And I put my hands on Solus's shoulders. I'm like, hey, we're gonna go get breakfast, and maybe they have milk there too, and you can take that milk. Let's go.
She's just holding it. She's like,
milk.
My precious. My precious.
She's got that milk
I'm going to
crystal.
steer her toward the doors so that we go out there to where Rictavio is standing with our group.
I really like air, but I am gonna put my body between her and the milk. Touching me, like, no.
Smo, do you go around with your group now?
I'm gonna follow them.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay like 20 feet back.
Okay. Roll me one more perception check.
Which one of us?
Smo.
That is gonna be an 18 again.
Yeah. Standing that far back as the group goes walking down the road, you do notice that there is a raven that's like flitting along kind of in their path from house to house and seems to kind of be odd, stand out a little bit.
I'm gonna keep an eye on it for now.
Okay. And where do you guys head?
I want to walk up to Rictavio and be like, so you mentioned that we needed to speak in private and we can't really eat here, so you have another suggestion for breakfast?
Yeah, good man. What's for breakfast? And I still haven't let him go. And it's getting a little tighter.
He kind of like tries to like shove you off a little, like a little bit. And he's like, well, perhaps if your friend here will release me, we can find some more amenable, I can't talk today, some better accommodations.
I put my hand on Graylich's like arm that's around Rictavio and be like, Rictavio's agreed to be friends. He wants to speak to us. Can you let him go, please?
That happened quick. Good man.
I'm still laying on top of her. I'm still laying on Jenna's head. I'm just shaking my head going, oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. So terrible. They're so
I just turn to my sister and just like shake my head like
so just wow.
I see the exasperation on Air's face, and in her head only I go, if he thinks it happens that fast, I feel sorry for anyone that the Goliath sent.
And I just start laughing and okay, yes. Please, Rictavio, lead on.
So, Rictavio takes you straight back down the street, and you find yourself in front of Blinsky's toy shop, and he's like, I know Blinsky, and I think I need to check on him anyway. This nobody ever comes here, so.
All right, let's check on your friend.
I feel like before we go in, we should just be like, we have some bad news. We went in there yesterday and
found his dead body. Found the dead body of a demon.
And he was dead. And when we investigated, there was a demon wearing his skin. We killed it. We just,
I don't think you should just tell this guy that.
Nope.
I'm just saying, like, have that story at the ready for when we find his dead body.
Are you telling us this in our heads so that we can be like, oh my god, look, a demon! It must have eaten him.
Yeah.
Nope. I say we say nothing.
And act really surprised.
Yep.
Yeah, we act really surprised, and then one of us finds the demon body and go, oh, look, it's a demon. It must have eaten.
I mean, like, technically, as far as like evidence goes, if a forensic scientist came into Blinsky's, Blinsky was killed by a demon, and that demon was murdered by dolls.
And then had its head chopped off.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how that happened, but everything else was the dolls.
Yeah. Because, somebody decided to chop off his head before we left.
Does he have his head in the bag? Because that could be the only thing that
the head in the bag of holding.
That's fine, because you can't pull out something you don't know exists.
So you put the head in the bag of holding?
Bear did, yeah. He put the head in the bag of holding.
Oh, okay. Darn. Okay. So,
Darn?
It was planning to fuck us over!
So,
I'm so glad you actually had that written out on your damn sheet. Demon head.
So So you walk into the toy shop and the monkey like jumps down, goes scampering off, and Rictavio's like, Blinsky, my good man, where are you? Blinsky. And he's like leaned up on the counter.
Where's your friend?
I don't know.
Did any of us close the trap door on our way out?
Oh yeah.
Just try to remember. Okay, just wondering.
I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's open. My main concern is whether or not Smo has the note with his name on it from that box, or if it's just sitting in the corner.
Yeah, all I stuffed was the box and the wrapping.
Yeah.
I believe
So
I said.
let's
So,
see.
is this where we're eating breakfast?
Blinsky sounds like a sweet deli. I said that earlier.
And Rictavio's like, well, I don't know where he is. And he starts like looking around. And he finds the box and the wrapping, and he pulls it out, and he looks at it, and he says, "This is odd.
What is it?
It's some kind of present, but this is very expensive paper. I know Blinsky couldn't have afforded anything of this nature." And then the monkey like runs to the trap door, and Rictavio walks over there, and he's like, he kind of stomps on it with his foot, and it makes the different noise, and he picks it up, and he's like, "Let me go first."
I
Right
thought
behind you, good man.
Oh, you're horrible.
I'm over by my sister, so I lean in. I tell her, tell Greylich to hang back. I want to see what his reaction is. I don't think he's what he seems.
Greylich, I just repeated everything she said in your head.
Jenna's shorthand.
Yeah. So, yeah, he starts down the stairs very cautiously, and Air's right behind him. He gets down there, and he glances around, and his eyes dead stop on this corpse of the demonic Blinsky lookalike. Yeah, and he just kind of puts his hand out to stop you, and he's like, "There is definitely something wrong."
What have you found? Can we come down?
He kind of he looks around, and he says, I think it's safe. Come on down."
I'm gonna go down the stairs or ladder, whatever the heck it is.
You're going behind Air.
Oh yeah.
All right, Bear's following behind Air.
Alrighty. So yeah, everybody he gathers around, and he's like looking at the corpse, and he's examining all kinds of things, and he's looking very analytical in his
So not like his usual jokey bard self.
No, he seems very like Sherlock Holmesy kind of investigation here, and he just kind of sighs and stands up and brushes off his hands, and he's like, "Well, if the head were here, perhaps there could be some information, but I don't see any clues as to what occurred."
Why would a demon head help you?
Yeah.
What information can you get from a dead thing? Unless you have some
Creeper.
something extra.
He just wants a little head.
For those who know how, there are ways to speak with the dead.
I wasn't aware that bards were some of those.
He kind of laughs at you, and he says, "No, perhaps bards are not."
So, is this a safe enough place to speak freely?
He kind of.
I want to be the last one down the stairs and hear her say, "Is this a safe place to speak freely?" and ominously close the trapdoor above.
Yeah, he's gonna look around and let me check one thing real here. He's going to cast a spell.
Oh no.
Yeah, he is going to cast protection against good and evil.
Somewhere in the background, that song by Tiffany, "I Think We're Alone Now," is playing.
Being a person that has that spell, can I kind of sense that that's what he cast?
So who now? Just to make sense, who is where? And I know Air and him are down in the cellar. Who else
We're
is
all
down
in the
there?
cellar now.
Is everybody?
And I'm
down
on
there?
top of Bryn's head. I'm still invisible.
Okay.
I'm like halfway down the stairs to the cellar because I just closed
Okay.
the door.
And Smo is waiting up at the top.
No, I'm outside. I'm still watching that bird.
Oh, okay. Yes. So Smo didn't go in. Gurlich went in though, right?
Yes.
So yeah. So yeah, he casts that spell and he says, "Well, that's the best I can do."
Would I recognize the spell that he cast?
Probably, yeah. I would say so.
So when he does that, I say in his head, "No offense, nothing personal," and I cast Zone of Truth on him.
Oh shit! Oh, you got to it before I did. All right, how about it?
We have trust issues.
Oh,
I lean forward and I was like, so now that we're all friends and
I'm checking on this, but I think Zone of Truth might affect more than one person.
Zone of Truth affects everyone within the zone.
Which is why I didn't mind casting it, because it means that he knows what the spell, because you know that it's been cast if it's affecting you. So he knows that we're not lying to him either.
He kind of laughs and he's like, "My God, how did I not drive you away? I tried so hard."
Oh, thank God.
I lean forward and I hold my fingers like this far apart. I'm like, you were this close to taking a warhammer to the face until I saw your reaction to the word vampire. So let's talk.
Well, normally it doesn't take that much effort, but I'm glad that we at least got to this place. But yes,
Since we're all friends here. Boom.
Oh shit! Like, it doesn't force you to say the truth. Like, you're not like, it's not like a truth serum where like
you're not compelled to say anything.
I know that. I'm just fucking having fun now.
Like, you have the ability to keep your mouth shut. Just say,
What's your noseless character again? Because I feel like he's very weird.
Thomas.
I haven't assaulted any women, and I have not caught an STD.
oh yeah, Sarah's girl ever with us. It was rolling for an STD. Yeah.
I like to think that Gurlich just blurted that out randomly.
Just
for no
randomly.
reason.
Nobody asked him a question. Not talking about like a truth serum or anything.
Honestly, depending on where in the room he's standing, he's not even in Zone of Truth. He just decided that he needed to confess.
God.
Well, if he reacts to the demon head.
Did you just throw it at his feet?
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because we're just admitting that we murdered a demon that murdered his friend.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good idea.
So
It
obviously,
could have been a little more tactful, but you know.
No.
So obviously, you know more about this.
I took care of your son, the priest.
Yeah, you did that too. Wiped his son's vampire blood on his face. You were just so tactless.
Yeah, this is why we try to avoid him speaking to people.
Yeah, that's what makes
So what happened here?
When do I learn Cone of Silence?
Yeah.
Because obviously you know more about this situation than you let on.
Myself, my sister, and Solus came here to talk to the toy maker, and he knocked us unconscious. Well, after saying some rather disturbing things about making us into toys and having such fine material to work with. When we woke up, we were toys in a weird way, and we had to kill him to get back in our bodies. And when we killed him, it turned into this. And then our barbarian friend here cut off his head and decided to take it around as a very creepy keepsake for some reason.
I'm afraid we haven't had the pleasure of meeting the real Blinsky.
He spent a lot of time with the tiny lady. She likes dead things.
This is true. I believe Pix might be rubbing off on him.
The skull would have been awesome.
I had my suspicions of Blinsky. That's why I had my friend here keeping an eye on him. But
Your monkey is a spy.
Yeah, we afraid
among
to
other things, yes.
Inside the monkey's head, I just say, I'm sorry, I said fuck you earlier, monkey.
And the monkey's like,
Does that make him a spy, the monkey?
Yes.
Yep.
and
I look at Air. So we're not killing him yet, right?
No, we're not.
Not killing
Okay.
him.
But you know what? I pat him on the shoulder. I'm just like, I appreciate that you checked first. That shows progress.
That was improvement. That was, yes, good job.
yeah. Smo, you just see them enter the toy shop, and you see the raven kind of take a perch across the street from it. And,
Okay. How far is it from me?
it depends on how far behind you want to trail it. So.
I was 20 feet behind them.
Yeah, so I'll say it's you approach it and it's still 20 feet from you. I mean, it's just perched right across the street. And keep an eye on the toy shop.
I want to shoot it with an arrow. Fuck that bird.
Don't do that!
Or do.
Yeah.
Put it
Hey.
in
I assume the ravens are spies for Strahd, and if they're spying on him, they already know we're against him. Shooting at the bird's not going to do shit.
But what if they're against Strahd? What if they're spying to see what we're doing?
Considering that the birds have been following us this whole time, I'm pretty sure, and the bird showed up before he got charmed, pretty sure they're on Strahd's side. Also, vampire lore tells me they're on Strahd's side.
Yeah.
Why are the werebirds mad at me?
Yeah, I'm just
Because you're birds.
I didn't do anything.
just saying it would be nice not to tip off Strahd. That was all. Just all right. How about it?
Strahd's already tipped off. He already knows.
Yeah. If
Strahd
these birds
already
have been
seen that
following
bird.
us this whole
Yeah.
time, he knows everything.
Strahd
we're doing.
literally delivered a present to the building we're currently in. We're not hiding shit from him.
Yeah. So
Okay. Go ahead and I guess roll an attack.
Also, we're all inside, so if Brian dies, it's his fault.
True.
did this
This has
did this
happened.
bird notice I was there because it was following them, or
No, it was focused on them. It wasn't really paying attention to you at all. So it's a surprise attack.
fuck yeah? So that would give me advantage. Right?
Who wants bird for breakfast?
All right. So fuck, natural 20.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, that
Great.
definitely
Take it back.
hits.
Yep, that did. That bird's dead.
Yeah.
If
So
it's a
that
bird. If it's not a bird, it might not be dead.
Well, then we'll know the answer real quick.
and oh Jesus.
There you are.
So that is
I'm
24
just.
points of
I'm more
damage?
sad that Brian's not in the zone of truth right now.
No, I've got this weird feeling that I shouldn't go in that basement ever again. So yeah, 24 points of damage to the
That's
bird.
piercing.
Yeah.
That's piercing.
Yes.
Yeah, you hit the bird, but it doesn't look like anything happens, and it just kind of shakes off the arrow, and it turns and it looks at you.
Because it's a spy bird.
Mm.
Oh shit!
I'm
That's
gonna
not.
stare back at it and
That's not a bird. Oh
in
fuck!
confusion.
Yeah, and then it takes off and it flies back in the direction of the inn.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my arrow back and then go inside.
Okay. Y'all want to take a potty break?
Yes, please.
Yeah, and I have a list of questions for the guard when we get back.
Alrighty.
Oh shit, that's not a damn bird. Fuck.
We're ravens, I'm telling you.
I don't think it's were ravens. I think that the birds are agents of Strahd the same way the bats and the wolves were, and vampire shit can turn into mist, which would explain why shit went through the bird.
Yep. That's why I'm like, that's not a bird. That's a vampire bird. Like, yeah.
Well, it didn't go through the bird.
Well, but didn't really hurt the bird.
No,
Right,
it
it
didn't
didn't.
hurt the bird.
But
At
then why
all.
do the people like Solus? Why would people not like cats? I mean, like the whole group of people. not-
Because we're in a town where there's a crazy lady that thinks she's a cat and another lady that has a room full of fucking cats, and everybody just hates cats.
That
I don't
is
necessarily think.
by a vampire. You know?
I don't think the people were ravens. I think that the ravens were gone because they didn't need to be on the roof of the inn spying on us anymore because we weren't in that building anymore.
All right.
Nope. Those are familiars. Damn it all to hell.
Stupid
Okay.
children of the night.
Like I said, I have a list of questions for Mr. Rictavio when we get back.
Alrighty. I'm gonna
Damn you, Hitchcock birds. All right. Potty break.
I'm not going potty, so Chelsea, if you want to go over questions.
Okay. What he really is,
Mhm.
and like why he's here, because he's here hunting vampires or some shit like that, because he doesn't like them. What he knows about Erwin and the people at the Blue Water Inn, because he clearly had that moment of eye contact with Erlen, like, hey, yeah, we're going to leave.
Yeah. What's the deal there?
Yep.
Why
why-
couldn't we eat breakfast there this morning?
Yeah, why he tried to drive us away if we could be helpful in his whatever he's doing, which
The milk.
and what he is doing, which I think is hunting vampires, but I'm not sure. And does he know anything about Strahd? Those are my 5.
I would like to add, can we pet your tiger?
Yeah, I was say, is the tiger for hunting vampires?
Yes, and what the tiger's for. Because if he's training the tiger and he's hunting vampires, then he's training the tiger to hunt vampires. That would be really awesome.
Yeah. I would also, because it's not like a number limit of questions, I don't think.
No, there's not. We're
It's a
just in
time limit.
however long the zone of truth is up.
10 minutes.
And we can answer his questions in return. Like, I mean, yeah, we got pulled here. Yeah, we're trying to defeat Strahd.
I would definitely be like, you know, we're not from here. Literally any information you can help us, you can give us.
Yeah.
I'm expecting one of his questions to be, did you have anything to do with the Burgermeister's murder?
Well, okay, maybe one of our questions should be where you stand on local politics. That way, if he does ask, we can figure out how to state it.
I mean, the way that I was planning on stating it was that the one Burgermeister that we have interacted with directly deserved it. The other ones were collateral damage.
How do you feel about the local polls?
Yeah, exactly. How do you feel about who's in charge of Vallaki? Or that we did it to save the city of Vallaki because the Burgermeister was clearly batshit crazy and locking kids up in stocks. That's a happy side effect.
True.
I'm trying to state this so we look like the good guys and not like the crazy people running around killing folks just to, you know, get out.
I mean, the simplest way would be we thought it was what needed to be done.
Yes. So did you hear our list of questions, Sarah?
I did not hear most of them.
Okay. Who Rictavio truly is and why he's here.
There's no point in asking them until everyone gets back because you're going to have to
Right,
read
no, I
them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Type it out.
Never mind. I'll just ask you.
She's just giving me a heads up where I know what to say.
That's
No,
true.
I'm giving her, yeah. So what he's doing here, what he knows about Erwin and the folks at the Blue Water Inn and what the fuck's going on down there. Is his tiger trained to hunt vampires? If that's what he's here to do, because we think he's here to hunt vampires, and if he is,
I would reword that as
what does your tiger do?
Yeah, what's the tiger for?
And our last one was how he feels about the local political situation.
What does the tiger dream of when its little tiger dreams?
What does the
I also
tiger
wonder
say?
if he
Tiger,
had,
tiger,
if the
burning
tiger
bright
had.
in the forest of the night.
I wonder if the tiger had gotten out at some point and was like scratching around people's doors because there were claw marks and shit.
I was just
I
gonna
was-
see what
I
we're
was
talking
just-
about.
Yeah, I was just checking Zone of Truth to see how long it lasts, and he should have made a
minutes.
charisma save on that.
Yeah, there is a charisma save to it.
He doesn't have charisma. We're aware of this.
Well, and the other question on that I was going to ask you when you got back, but forgot because Chelsea's questions.
Sorry, guys.
He would make a charisma save if he wanted to fight it,
Mm-hmm.
but if he wasn't opposed to telling us, like if he was going to tell us the truth, he
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have to save. He could choose just to
Right.
accept it. So you would just have to decide if him letting it affect him would be something he'd be willing to let happen to convince us that he's not bullshitting.
That's true.
It would be up to Rictavio.
Octavio.
And he's so enamored with air that I think he'd be fine.
Because I thought about not casting it because I didn't want to piss him off in case it was like a tentative trust thing. But I realized that it affects more, it's the whole area. It's not just him as a person. So it's a two-way street of, you know, everybody that's affected right now is having to tell the truth. Especially since the conversation started with a head being pulled out of a bag of holding, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I always open my conversations that way, you know. Buddy.
Yeah, but it's you know, so much easier than small talk. I just noticed that the flooring that I bought, the brand of it is called Charisma Plus.
Oh, that's awesome.
May it help your house roll high.
My charisma is pretty bad. It's not the worst, but it's pretty bad.
Maybe it will help your house roll higher charisma to be sold.
Maybe. That'd be nice. It needs something.
Now, if we're doing Candle Nights next week, you said you're going to do a Battle Royale one-shot, or are we just doing Candle Nights?
We'll see what everybody's plans are for the whole weekend. Because I think Katie has some pre-Christmas stuff happening that weekend, too. So I don't want to do anything that's going to require, like, prep work and stuff if people have other shit going on.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay.
Because if all of us are going to be here, we might as well run Strahd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you realize we've been running this since March?
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't think it had been that long. I looked at where we got the Death House invitation email.
Yep.
It was March 11th.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said I didn't realize when I first said about it how long this campaign could be.
I knew it was long. I mean, we'd probably be a lot further if, one, it wasn't us.
You would say, welcome to us.
And
Yeah.
two, we played, like, more consistently.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because really, if you look at, like, the YouTube videos, we've only played, like, a handful of sessions, really.
Yeah.
Yep.
True. Unfortunately, we started playing this as it got into a time of year whenever everybody's schedule goes to hell in a handbasket.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, after the holidays, all of our schedules will get back to a little bit more of a norm.
That's the hope.
Yeah.
I make no promises with the trying to sell the house and shit, so.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right. So is everybody good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're back.
All right. So, Smo, you're still just going to chill outside?
No, I'm gonna go back inside, but I'm not gonna go downstairs yet because I've just got a creepy feeling about that bird. So I want to stay inside the shop, but somewhere where I can like kind of see out the window, but not be seen directly.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of find a little corner hole and stand up against it, and it gives you vision without being directly seen.
Okay. And of course, the fucking bell probably went off, so they heard that.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all heard a bell.
I look at the group.
Everybody looks at the monkey like.
Yep. Rick Tavia's like, should we investigate? Perhaps your invisible friend there?
Pix, you want to stick your head up?
Is he no invisible friend?
That just added to my list of questions.
I did
Well,
speak earlier.
Yeah, he kind of knew that there was a voice coming from somewhere, and then Pix has been talking this whole time. So
Yeah. I'm still invisible,
He
but
did very loudly yell when the head came out of the bag. So.
yeah. He doesn't know what she is or anything. He just knows there's an invisible person around here. So.
He's a fearsome beast.
Keep flying at the 6-foot level, so he thinks you're really tall.
yeah, he does because I can't lift the hatch. So I'm like, no,
I'll go do
I'm
it.
good.
Just make sure, just see if it's Smo or if it's something we need to be worried about.
I mean, I'm standing on the stairs. I'll lift the hatch for you, but
Fine.
I'll lift it enough to make it look like a whole normal human being's head goes up above the floor level.
All right, so I fly completely out, look up, see Smo, and I'm like, look back down. I'm like,
I'll be right back. Hold on.
I'm like, try to be as quiet as I can. Talk right to Brandon. Fly over to Smo. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
There was a bird out there.
There's a lot of birds.
Yeah, this one was specifically watching us, and I shot it like real good. And
So it's a dead bird?
no, it looked at me like nothing happened and flew away.
Whoa. Like you shot it and it went through it? Or it shot it and it like bounced off?
It like just shrugged the arrow off.
Oh, fuck.
Can I hear this conversation since I'm like holding the trapdoor open?
Well, she said she was whispering in his ear, so you probably hear Smo's version unless he's whispering back. But...
I'm whispering back because I'm paranoid as shit about that bird.
Okay. So yeah, you hear them whispering. I don't know that you can make out what they say. But...
Alright, I'm gonna go like no. Fuck.
And I fly back, so that way I'm like, I arm Bryn's shoulder so she knows that I'm back underneath, so she can act like she's closing it for a person.
Mm.
I'm like,
We're being followed.
By what?
Small bird following us, so we shot it, and the bird shrugged off the arrow and gave him a dirty look and then flew away.
So I just announced to everyone we're being followed by an invincible bird.
Rick Tavio too, or just them? Just your party?
Everybody in the room.
I don't think it's just a bird. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Rick Tavio's like,
I elaborate that one of our party is watching the door and saw the bird.
how do you know it's an invincible bird?
Our person that's acting as lookout shot at the bird, apparently.
Oh, yeah, I think we should perhaps, let me go talk to Erwin real quick before this gets out of hand.
What does Erwin have to do with the bird? And is that why we were kicked out of the inn this morning?
Well, yes, but that's not my secret to tell, but Erwin is part of a group that works with me against Strahd.
So the bird's our side.
What's that have to do with a being a bird?
So the bird theoretically is on the side of not Strahd, which is our side, and our rogue just shot at it. Awesome.
Yes.
Not getting the whole. What's that have to do with an invincible fucking bird?
Well, they're were-ravens, okay?
Chelsea was right.
They're were-ravens.
I'm not crazy!
You have got to be shitting me.
Yes.
They
Oh,
don't like Solace.
that's why he smelled weird.
Yes, they have been working with me, and we have been doing our best to bring
I
down Strahd, although that
That you have in the damn three. Oh,
Well,
That's racial profiling, by the way.
hopefully, since you have an existing relationship
Can you
with
explain that it was
the
just
were-ravens, that maybe you'll be able to let them know that we don't take kindly to things following us, and if we'd known we were on the same side, nothing would have gotten shot at.
well, the keepers of the feather are very cautious on who they bring into the fold.
Which is completely understandable.
what-
We're
that is
very
like-
cautious too.
Our brain's upset.
And
That is like the worst group name ever. Oh my god. Keepers of the Feather? Who the fuck came up with that shit?
and I didn't say anything earlier, but the word is that Goliath and his girlfriend possibly killed the Burgermeister and his family with poisoned soup, and so everyone was understandably cautious of your group.
Look, we just want to get the hell out of this place. We didn't come from here. We were brought here by magic, and we want to go home. And we found out that the only way we get to go home is killing Strahd. So believe me when I say we are very motivated to kill him. And we'll do anything that we have to do so.
Oh, I understand and I believe you, but I do have to ask, are you working for Fiona to kill the Burgermeister and put an agent of Strahd in power, as they say?
You mean Shrek's wife?
What?
Everybody just looks at the cat like, what the fuck?
We don't plan. We have no plans of putting her in power.
We killed the Burgermeister because what he was doing to the kids.
He locked children in stocks. We thought to get a better leader. Obviously, Fiona would not be a good choice since we found out she follows Strahd.
You are
And-
in Zone of Truth, girlage, so I guess
No,
that's
that's why.
that's why you did it? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
And
that crazy ass cat lady? Hell no.
Yes.
That
She's
was
crazy.
nuts. She sleeps
Her
with a
cat-
dead husband. This is
Yeah.
gross.
You're a necromancer.
No, you don't sleep with dead things. You use them to your advantage. You don't
You slept with a dead hand like a day ago.
what
You
is that?
definitely ate
It's
them.
for my mother.
Post them up on the wall.
Rictavia is like, let me go and try to smooth things over. And
Just for my own sanity, I just clarify. Yes, some members of our party had a hand in killing the Burgermeister, but it wasn't because we're aligned with her.
Those
Oh.
people are just assholes anyways.
We're
I-
trying to get out of here. We
I
thought that was.
understand.
Before you leave, I have two quick questions. Who are you really? Who are you? Are you hunting vampires? And what's the tiger got to do with everything?
It's a long story, but basically I am a vampire hunter. That is my occupation, and the tiger is trained to kill vampires. But I haven't tested him per se in such a large city, so I decided to keep him at bay. I did not want my identity known because Strahd is hunting me currently.
You think I could?
I-
I just want to note that the inn provides food for the tiger, a big ass cat. They won't give me breakfast.
It's because there was a bunch of birds there and they were scared of you.
Yeah, to
You milk.
metagame a little bit. Basically, a bunch of birds have been called in, and they are not as city-minded as Erwin and his group. So they saw a cat and they kind of freaked.
So now that we've kind of had this discussion, so basically you're saying that if we're on the anti-Strahd side, they're on the anti-Strahd side, you're on the anti-Strahd side, and you're willing to let them know that we're not their enemy and play mediator on our behalf, because as you can clearly see, we are fucking terrible at that.
Correct. I let me go smooth things over with Erwin.
Yeah, that's gonna
Thank
go
God that he didn't actually harm the bird, but I think we can salvage this relationship.
We won't harm any more of the birds, and we are going to the Wizard of the Wine to help Owen's family. Or friends, I'm not really clear on which one it is out there.
It is his father, although they have a strained relationship. But yes, let me go and smooth things over. With the spell enacted, I know that you tell the truth. And he rushes up.
Told you the truth anyway.
As he passes me on the stairs, I say in his head and only his head, "Sorry about putting my super heavy hammer really hard on your foot that first time we met you, but you were kind of a douche."
He kind of smiles and nods his head, and he goes on up. He comes out and he sees Smo in the corner, and he's like, I am going to fix this. Perhaps you should speak to the rest of your group and get up to date on what all is going on."
Quiet, there's birds out there.
And
I'm not even gonna correct him.
he
but no,
just shakes his head and goes out the door.
Okay, Bryn, can you get Smo down here? We need to talk, all of us. Figure out where
I say in his head, "Hey, come downstairs. We have information about your bird."
Nope. Keep and watch. I don't trust being in the basement.
You were in it last night. You slept down here.
Yeah, now I'm really nervous. There was a bird.
Yeah, the bird is upstairs and in the sky. There's no birds in the basement. You're actually further away from the birds in the basement.
We're also trapped in a basement if somebody comes in here.
Not any more trapped than you are in the room with one door.
I can at least see him coming.
There's lots of windows, and he's a master of windows.
Yeah, I'm great at window work.
Can we just go back up there then? If he's not going to come down here, we all need to be together.
Sure, we'll let Brian pretend like Smo knows that Zone of Truth is up down here.
I've just had this weird nauseous feeling the closer I get to that door, like something's up.
I'm just gonna holler up because I don't know the conversation they've been having internally with each other.
Yeah.
All I hear is him talking to himself, and I'm like,
No, just get down here. I can't keep it quiet up there. Down here. Quiet.
Fine. So I'll hobble down the ladder.
Okay, so they're were-ravens. I'm not a crazy person. They are were-ravens, and you shot at one. So Rictalio, the vampire hunter, with his vampire hunting tiger, is going to go smooth thing over with the bird people.
So the ship vampire hunter with the cat that he's not sure whether or not he's got it trained or not. You know.
That's why he released it in town.
Yeah.
So
if he was a good vampire hunters, we wouldn't be here.
Also, the birds are
you
apparently
sure
on
you're
our
not
side
just
because they want to kill
blinded by love
Strahd.
and willing to buy his story because he's kind of a.
No.
actually, we're quite willing to buy his story, Smo.
Oh, hold on. Smo, what's your mother's name?
This is where I make a charisma check, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you ask for Schmo's name? Because Smo is not his name.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, so that was a bad roll. So I'm just gonna blurt out Marigold, why? And then go.
So when he has that reaction, I just lead him down the stairs some more so he can't go back upstairs.
you like standing behind him.
I'm holding onto the base of the ladder with my monkey feet.
As long as I'm between you and the trapdoor, that's fine.
No. Are we done playing?
Oh, no. Y'all go
No
ahead.
response.
How long's this last?
What are you
10
gonna do? Put him in
minutes.
a headlock so he can't move, and then you can keep asking him personal questions about his family?
That's a great idea.
That's what a maid does.
Just because that's your girlfriend doesn't mean the rest of us have to be a part of all this shit. Let's go.
Actually, we need to figure out what we're going to do. Are we going to wait here and see if the guy comes back and says we're good with Erwin? Or do we want to try and get the hell out of Vallaki and start going toward the Wizards of the Wine, which we know will make Erwin happy?
I think that we give Octavio a little time to get back to us, so if we have to come back to Vallaki, we know if we have allies or if we need to watch out for fucking raven werewolf things or were-raven things.
Okay.
I'm good either way.
I still love how nobody put 2 and 2 together whenever he was talking about a Goliath and his girlfriend and killing everyone. And I'm like, talking about them. Like, nobody has put together that everyone else in the Burgermeister's house thought they were a gay couple. Dang nabbit. I was really hoping somebody else would ask him about that, but okay. I tried.
Well, they thought Smo was just a really ugly woman.
Yeah.
It's hard to gender identify clothed half-orcs.
Yeah. None of the rest of the group know this, so I was kind of hoping that somebody else would pick up on it and be like, what?
No, I grabbed it, but I wasn't in there.
I'm ignoring it.
I mean, we've seen Smo in a dress before, so
We're
I just
really
assumed
not
when you
surprised.
said that, we assumed that it was just Smo.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
So,
No other zone of truth things, right?
No,
I mean,
apparently
someone
nobody
asked him what his real name is.
Okay. So yeah. So y'all are y'all hanging out waiting on Rictavio to come back then?
Yeah, I vote we give him some time. Especially because if we're planning to get out of here and he gets the Raven people on our side, then they can potentially help with that.
Yep.
I think we may have to go kill the old lady and her dead husband again, but that's cool.
That's fine.
Probably.
We should collect our reward first.
That's just
I mean, I'm pretty sure the only thing we have to do to kill her dead husband is because he's still dead. He hasn't been resurrected yet.
no. She's not a brain. She had 6 million.
Yeah, but
We just have to take the coins off his eyes,
yeah,
right?
you just have to take the elements of the spell, I think, to.
Oh, you know what? I can reanimate him.
Or we can just take the
No.
stuff from him and not reanimate him.
I just thought it would be funnier if I can take the spell down and then animate the dead and have him like walking after her. I think it's just, be like, I'm alive.
You know what would be the funniest? Not making more undead shit for
Yeah.
us to deal with the consequences of.
Well, nobody would be fine with that shit.
There would still be consequences.
So, Lady Fiona does owe us money still.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think it's safe to send Schmo?
No. I don't think it's
I'm
safe
already
to send.
scrambling up the ladder.
This
You're
is
still
my
blocking your
thinking. If the were-ravens want us to kill her, us having to collect money from her is a good reason for us to go to her house.
That's a good point.
I'm perfectly okay with killing her.
Oh, while we're there, I can dispel the dead husband. That way he can start rotting. Oh, and I can reanimate him all at the same time. This will be fun.
Why do you want to reanimate the dead husband? He's not doing anything. He's not worth anything. He's not.
Because it'll fuck with their head and it'll be funny.
So Solus can go play with her daughter.
Well, my only concern about reanimating him is that that's what she wants, and I feel like we shouldn't give her anything she wants.
Well, if I hit her in the head with the axe, that'll fuck with her head too.
Well, no, if she wanted him reanimated, she could have done that. But she put the no decay spell on him. So that
I
way
don't think she can.
Yeah, she
I
doesn't
think
have
she
to.
was wanting to resurrect him.
I think that she wants Strahd to bring him back.
Yes. I'm a little, Pix, by the way, I'm a little concerned that you want to torture this lady with her dead husband. I feel like we need to maybe talk about that later.
Wait, it's funny.
No, it's really not.
It's funny.
What's wrong with funny things?
I kind of support her if it's funny.
Bran wonders silently to herself how long Rictavio's been gone and when he's getting back.
Wait, Solus agreed with me, see?
Yeah, but if you torture people, it makes you bad. We're trying to be good.
But she's a bad person.
So I just had a really bad idea, and I think that maybe Pix is rubbing off on me.
Oh, God.
But what if she reanimated the husband and then he killed her, and then no one can say that this strange party of people that's very distinct and easy to find based on their looks killed her?
That's even better than my idea. Yay! That's
Okay,
great.
that idea I can actually go along with because it serves a purpose.
And then weirdly, everyone gets what they want.
But wait,
Play my joke?
wait. We have to talk to the Ravens first.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure they'll be okay with us murdering her. So
Okay, you hear a bell upstairs.
For the love of God, someone go check and see if that's Rictavio.
Fine, I'm going.
before anyone goes up there, I just kind of send a thought up to who I hope is Rictavio, and if it's not, they won't get the message because I'm mentally trying to send a message to Rictavio saying, "Hey, is that you, dude?"
You don't hear anything.
I don't think it's Rictavio.
Fucking told you guys.
Shut up.
All right.
I'm going.
I get my Warhammer just in case.
Just crack the door. Just crack the door open and I can get out.
I crack it up just a smidge.
All right. I'm scooching through and flying up and looking just over the edge of the counter.
You see Ernst
Oh shit.
looking around, and he says, "Hello? Are you in there?"
Ernst is?
The one-armed asshole, right?
I thought that was Isaac.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
maybe it is.
Isaac.
Isaac.
Oh, is Ernst?
Oh, Ernst is the bartender?
No,
No,
Irwin.
That's
Irwin.
Irwin.
Okay.
No. Who the fuck is Ernst?
I don't know. I'm looking at my notes. I'm not finding Ernst.
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Wait.
Or
is
maybe I'm
Ernst
saying it wrong.
somebody?
He's the spy that gave the poison.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm just like,
Do I recognize the voice through the trapdoor?
Yeah, you would.
Oh,
Oh.
there's my note.
BRB, it's for me. So I'm going to go up there.
I let him go up there.
Okay.
Ernst, old buddy, how goes the good fight?
I just fly over to Smo's ear and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's like, Smo, there you are. And he holds out his arm, like, just shake.
I'm just going to look at it and then cross my arms.
He just kind of shrugs, and he's like, I had a feeling that you would be here. We had seen you here earlier, and we missed you at some point, but Lady Fiona is very happy with the results that you have given her, and she would love to have your aid in fulfilling the deed and putting her into power, if you and your friends would be open to that. We could perhaps double the amount that we spoke about before.
Well,
I fly up to Smo's ear and I'm like, take the money and I can torture her. Take the
yeah,
money.
we definitely need payment for the last job, so any other job would need a new agreement for sure.
Well, I mean, the money is with Lady Fiona at her estate. I don't know how easy it would be to move a large party such as yours there, but I have authority to make such a agreement with you, and I have. And he kind of reaches in his pocket and pulls it out this parchment, and he unfolds it and hands it to you. And this is signed by Lady Fiona, saying that she is willing to offer you money in exchange for your service to aid her in this time of need.
You are a really terrible criminal. You don't write down shit like that.
Well, at this point, the coup is kind of out of the bag, so
Yeah, you're the only ones that know that we're involved. So keep that shit on the deal. Why don't you step into our office downstairs and we can talk about this with the whole group?
No, I think I'm good here. He sets the paper on the table. What word should I bring my mistress?
Well,
are you with us?
Yeah, we'll come to meet you as soon as possible. Maybe closer towards dark when we don't stand out so much.
Well, don't wait too late. Even if Lady Fiona is on the winnies.
Don't need details of what she gets up to after dark with her dead husband.
That we don't know about.
He kind of looks at you. Where did you hear such a thing?
Around town, ear to the ground. People talk.
He kind of like goes, and he's like, well, I cannot wait until we meet again. And he kind of nods his head and exits.
All right.
I'm just gonna fly up to the back of Smo's head and just punch it as hard as I can.
Ow.
You take 1/4 of a hit point.
Well, I'm not going back down to that basement because
now you know it's creepy. It's probably been 10 minutes by now. So
yeah.
Has the dude left?
Yeah, he left. There's a signed contract on the counter.
I just fly into Smo's face and I'm just smacking him like, you idiot! You idiot!
Listen, now we have an inn to go there. Like, you don't need to go. Well, you could go. You're small. But
we had a perfectly good opportunity to go. Just you and me, nobody else. They could follow separately. Then they're not seen. I can turn the husband and make him kill her. None of us are seen there except for you because you had the contract. And then you're done it.
Well, now they know. Like,
they
don't expect us. They don't know. You can still animate her husband. You're really creepy.
Oh, now they know that we know that the dead husband is there.
He doesn't know that you know that. He knows that I know that.
And he technically doesn't know you know that. He knows that you've heard rumors.
Yeah.
That's the case.
So
it's not like you were like, yeah, I know that there are coins on his face, keeping him from deteriorating.
We could have gone. You ruined it.
So hearing the high pitched, panic, angry voice, I just go, if you really want to do something, you could invisibly fly to the inn and see how Victavio is progressing.
I'd much rather go turn the husband.
If Victavio comes back and says that he wants that lady dead, you can go turn the husband. So really, seeing the progress he's making helps with your turning the husband plan.
Yeah, and I'm going to make sure I have that note in my pocket because I don't want that being left behind here where somebody's eventually going to walk into this shop.
Yes.
By the way, what's the contract say?
Yes, that's what I wanted. I want to go up there where they're at, and
Mr. Man who just pocketed the fucking contract.
Yeah, you guys can read it. I don't care. I just don't want like somebody else walking in here going, "I'd like a doll, please." Oh, what's this?
Evidence of a coup.
Basically, it says that Lady Fiona Watcher wishes to hire you on as her bodyguards in this time of need, and she'll pay you a one-time fee of 10,000 gold pieces for your aid in this matter.
Oh, we are looting this bitch's house.
Yeah. So
Joke's
she
on
wants
us.
us.
He's actually poor as fuck.
So
She
The
just
thing
got a
that's-
checkbook.
the thing that's bothering me about this is he's been watching us, so I'm sure he knows Rictavio had just left. Now she wants us to be pretty close to her. Is this a setup? If we take her up on this offer,
What
That would
about
depend on whether or not she knows what Rictavio's up to.
Mhm.
Exactly. As far as she knows, he's some bard that's getting real friendly with our group.
Unless her spy that just came and talked to us knows more than that.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
saying?
what I don't know.
The two of us could have gone while the others waited for him. Go talk to them because none of
Well,
them.
that window is closed now, so there's no point in bitching about it.
I just smack him on the head again. I'm just
gonna like shoe flyer constantly. My idea, I think, is me and the big guy go, because we're, wanted anyway. It might be good to side with the
Until you kill her.
side until we kill her. Yes, but that way, at least, if shit goes south, we have some level of protection against that one-armed asshole that is probably looking for us. Yes. Well, we don't speak his name here. He's just that one-armed asshole.
If the two guys are going to go, then Pick should go with them so that if shit hits the fan and it is a trap, she can invisibly fly back to us for backup.
Yeah.
Or animate dead and have that as backup.
Yeah.
But what if shit hits the fan and all of a sudden all the weird, stupid, weird name cult people just get raided on?
Because we need to. I still think we need to communicate with Rictavio and Erwin first before we do anything. That way it can be like, hey, I know it looks like we're going over to the dark side, but really we're sneaking in to kill the bitch.
Let's not make every movie mistake ever by not telling half the people the plan.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, half the people know the plan. It's us. We're the main half.
But
I don't know. We've already
We're
made
ravens.
huge mistakes, and let's go down to the basement and not leave a lookout up top. Assholes.
So your mother's name is?
We're not in the basement anymore.
that, and I don't think having a lookout really would have affected a whole lot because he was still coming.
No,
Yeah,
because he saw us come in here.
could have been a lot worse. Just saying.
Oh yeah, the birds. Ooh.
The birds that might be on our side. Woo.
If any of you had seen a creepy ass bird just watching you and following you down the road, you would.
Oh no,
been like, oh, that's a cool bird.
I 100% assumed it was Strahd, so I don't blame you for shooting it.
Yeah, poor Chelsea was like, "Where are ravens?" and everybody was like, "No."
And Chelsea's like,
Communication.
Not a
Communication.
I was just saying I didn't think that was the first assumption that should be made, considering there are vampires in this
really
universe.
familiar.
I gotcha.
Yep.
Alrighty, so I'll say Rictavio. You hear the bell ring up, and Rictavio enters.
Oh, as we're all arguing, that's great.
Yeah, and he's got Erwin with him. And they come in and shut and lock the door. Kind of pull
All
the
I
blinds
see
down.
is Mo doing this around his head.
I get very excited when I see Erwin, and I'm going to sidle up to him, just kind of empty mug.
I like how you stole a mug from the bar.
No, I asked permission. I asked
Yeah,
permission and offered to buy it.
Yeah, it was given.
Yeah, Erwin just kind of.
Yeah, now that he's given a cat something, she's gonna want everything. Never give a cat anything.
He looks at you and he's like, "Did you enjoy your milk?"
Very much.
Is she still doing the Oliver like?
That's good.
I think
I go over there and kind of like try to shuffle her away. I'm like, we'll get you more milk later, I promise. And I look at him, I'm like, you might have started something.
Hey, Solus, it's made out of cows.
That's fine. It's produced by dogs. I mean, it's produced by paper. Think where it comes from.
Yeah.
But now you know. Now you know where to find it.
Erwin looks over at Rictavio and he's like, well, our friend here explained the situation and all is forgiven since no harm was done.
That was a pretty good shot. I'd like to think some harm was done.
I apologize. We didn't realize it was your people. We thought they were spies for Strahd.
Understandable error on your part. You had no way of thinking otherwise, so it's easily forgiven since again no harm was done. And he kind of looks at Smoke.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pat my quiver of arrows and be like, "There's still time, buddy."
Which is even more reason that we want to be on their side, right? Because no harm was done, and there's like 30 of them.
Exactly.
So we're friends. Can you make us breakfast now?
Seriously, starving. It's like noon. We've been in this fucking basement all day.
I definitely can supply you with food if you need it. I would not suggest you hang around the inn so much. I don't know if you have heard about. What did you say?
People?
Yeah, I would say you better not try and feed us crack corn bird food stuff.
No, that is a misnomer that, people have come to believe about were-ravens, and I would think one such as yourself would understand that stereotypes are not the norm. But anyway, the guard presence has gotten very untrackable as of late, especially with Lady Fiona and Isaac fighting for power currently. So I would try to be on the streets as least amount that you can.
Yeah, we actually might have a...
We might have a little solution to your problem there.
How do you feel about Lady Fiona and her household resigning from the race?
Honestly, I would like them both to resign from the race so that somebody
I just
can
say
take over that is not.
By resign, we mean we murder them, just to be clear.
No, we don't.
The situation.
Well, we can probably resolve your Lady Fiona issue, and we can revisit Isaac's issue later.
Yes, I am afraid for either of them to take power. Isaac is a cold man who only finds joy in death, and Lady Fiona is in Strahd's pocket, so...
Well, I can take care of the creepy lady, and Bear can take care of the one-armed asshole, so there we go.
That we can do.
Do you have someone who could step up and take care of the town, take over power?
Yes, I'm sure there is someone that will do so. We've got contingencies in place for such events.
Just don't give power over to the church. That's just a whole line of problems you don't want.
The father was very nice to us and very
Nobody
helpful.
should give the church power. Just saying.
Does he have the ceremony spell?
So, we would like to ally ourselves with you. And we have a way of getting into the Lady Fiona's castle.
How are you going to get in?
She owes us money for killing the Meisterburger.
And she also just welcomed us with open arms anyway if we agree to a new contract.
Rictavio looks at you and he said, I thought you killed the Burgermeister for the children.
We did.
We did.
That doesn't mean we're
That's
not.
why we haven't picked up the money.
Well,
We would have gotten it and left already.
they might have killed them for the children. I did
He
it
did it for the
because
money. He
I
has no
kind
soul.
of enjoyed it.
Yeah, he did it straight out for the money.
some of us are trying to do good. Some of us are just trying to get by. I think you can tell which ones are which in our group.
They kind of look at each other. They seem a little less like friendly than they were.
If it makes you feel better.
Look.
Yeah, perhaps that would help because I did not realize that you were in Fiona's pocket per se.
No, I cast Zone of Truth. Anybody who wants to fight it can make a charisma saving roll.
You're only in the tiny lady's pocket, and then sometimes you sleep.
I'm glad you like the pocket.
We're only in this to get out of here. We thought that we could get some assistance after hearing from Erwin that Lady Fiona was hiring, and then once we met the woman and realized she was a complete crackpot who worshipped Strahd, we wanted to get out of there with our necks intact.
All right, and he turns to you, Smo, and he's like, and you have no affiliation to Lady Fiona at all.
I'm down to kill whoever, whenever, for a price.
He's only down with gold coins. That's pretty much the only thing he worships.
Yeah. I mean, sad to say, if you offer him enough money, he'd probably kill us.
Oh, no, he would kill us.
I would never do such a thing. You guys are very important to me. We've been through so much together.
I'm completely aware that you made the saving throw. Like, I can tell when the spell doesn't work.
Yeah,
we
that was also
he's lying his ass off. We don't need you to tell us that.
Yeah. I'm just saying I cast Zone of Truth and he's saying it, so I'm confirming that Zone of Truth did not work on him.
That's also just a 10 persuasion, but I'm really not trying hard not to lace that with sarcasm.
Yeah, they kind of are like, well, I hope that our trust is not misplaced, but if you think you could take care of this problem, it would
I hope that
for the good of the people.
Take care of this problem, you'll have actual trust in us, and I won't have to keep casting Zone of Truth to make you believe things we say.
Yes, you understand our caution,
if not
of course.
Honest.
Well, yes, you've survived under the reign of Strahd for years. You've had to be cautious, or he would have wiped you out by now.
Quick question. Can you distract the guard so we can get to her castle?
I suppose a distraction.
It's really just this one that if the guards see him, one-armed asshole, the whole looking for him thing.
Rictavio's like, I think I could handle that.
I do have one question, just hypothetical. If we kill What's-Her-Face, who is an agent of Strahd, you don't think that might piss off Strahd, make him come here, right? Because we don't want that.
No, not yet.
I mean Lady Fiona has been a staunch supporter of Strahd throughout the years, but Strahd has shown her little attention up to this point. I don't know honestly what would happen.
Make a personal visit if she died.
I don't think he is that invested in anyone in Vallaki, to be honest, but I do not know for certain.
So he's all about the take, and no give. Got it.
Seems to me he cares less about the politics in his lands than he does about whatever his real goal is.
Correct.
Yeah. I just wanted to check.
Yes.
Mo, you ready? Picks?
Oh, shit.
Let's kill this bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
I would like to throw out that I have no second level spells now because Zone of Truth. So
yeah.
I got all my spells. Do we want to follow them so that they have backup? Because if shit goes down, which
we're all fucking going.
I mean, do we really want to do this right now at fucking high noon, or do we want to eat something first, chill, wait till it's a little bit later, and then go over there?
We haven't had breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You said you would feed us, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Feed us.
How's this sound? We're gonna lay low till around dusk. Bring some grub. I'm hungry. Create the distraction. We'll get there. Smo, the one you can't see, and me, we're gonna go there. Everyone else just needs to be quiet and get close. When it gets loud, other people come in. Job's done. That work for you?
It will probably be easier to do at night too because there's less people on the streets.
I would suggest you don't wait till full night though, because
And we
he's
have
not.
bigger problems.
Which yes, you do
Yeah,
not.
we'll
I'm
definitely
sure the battle is.
we'll
to
get
fight
to her house before nightfall.
Is she herself a vampire? Do you know?
No, she dabbles in things that she knows nothing truly of, but she is not a vampire.
Would we be able to fit in a long rest between now and dusk and still make it to her house before full dark? Because we woke up at 7.
Yeah, I'll say yes. Why not?
I mean, even if they need a little more time, like the 3 of us could go while they do their rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm still good.
We don't need spells.
Blue lady, blue lady, blue lady.
Which blue lady?
No. It's blue lady and blue skull lady.
Skull and Kind Lady.
I'd like to picture in their downtime, Solus is teaching Pix everybody's names.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So she's Skull Lady and I'm what lady?
Blue
Your
lady.
blue lady.
Kind Lady, yeah. Just a regular blue lady.
Okay, Blue Lady and Skull Lady. That works.
Look, will you take care of Kraken while I'm gone,
Yes.
please?
Yes. I will even put him in I will make him a little pouch so he can ride in the backpack.
Thought we had a pretty good pouch for that.
I don't want to get him, and I can't keep him safe if I'm reanimating the dead dude.
I got him. Kraken, come here.
Okay, Kraken, go with the nice blue lady. Go, and go play with the kitty and be nice. Love her up. Give her kisses.
I stopped the dog. Do not pee on the cat.
You actually did something kind.
He owes the cat because he already made the dog piss on her once.
Mm-hmm.
I turned towards her and go, I'm so sorry about that.
Holy crap! Blue Skull Lady, will you please teach me that spell? Because that thing really works.
I don't know if I can, but we can figure that out, I guess.
Well, she is a wizard, so she can learn pretty much any spell. It just takes golden time.
Yeah, I just don't know what I would have to do to.
Teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so
Food, and
The we
then
can figure it out was more of a Sarah can tell us how to do that eventually.
Yeah.
so
So
are we going to take a long rest and then we're gonna go to the
Since we said that he's gonna bring us food, I assume that we're just gonna rest.
Yeah, the 3 of us are just gonna wait for food and then
Well, maybe we should like go somewhere else other than like this incriminating crime zone that we're
There's
in.
not really anywhere else for us to go, though, is the problem.
Yeah, this is probably the safest place to lay low.
Well,
and
shit.
it's the whole thing. I mean, I
could
could
be looking for the toy maker.
Yeah, it's the whole thing with the 3 of us going first. If I create the bubble, then for them it's kind of useless because it'll pop.
Well, we'll rest and then we're going to go and kill.
Yeah, so the 3 of us will take like a short rest while the rest of y'all take more like a long rest.
Well, we're still gonna follow you, just like from.
Yeah, but you don't need to
outside.
be in there the entire time. Like I'd say, you guys take as much time as you need, and then we'll stall until.
Because it'll
we
take
hear
me a
from
while.
telepathy.
Yeah, it'll take Pix a while to do what needs to be done because, she's gonna have to dispel the original spell.
My only concern about going half a party at a time is if that'll raise flags with what's her face that we didn't all just come as a group since we did
Yeah,
the
I
first
think
one.
you should all go.
I don't think so because
Dude,
the contract's the contract's just with me.
True.
I thought it was for the whole group.
no, it's for the whole group.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was just for Smo. I thought he was making it.
He's the only one that signed it.
Not all about you,
I didn't
Smo.
sign shit.
No. No,
well,
I
I'm
think
pretty
Ernst
convinced.
just felt comfortable dealing with Smo because he had,
Yeah,
dealt with
we're
it before.
buddies. I'm pretty sure that like I could convince them that it's not a problem that you guys don't want to be seen. Like he did say, it'd be hard to get a large group there anyway.
Okay, yeah. If that's what you want to do.
I
I
just
think-
feel like we should be close enough for backup though, because
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying. Like you guys take the time you need to rest while we just go over there and talk and stall until you
Nothing
guys
in
are
Vallaki is super
ready.
far away.
No, that's why we're saying. I mean, it's
Like
like,
the whole town is like less than a mile, I think, is
yeah,
what.
it won't
Yeah.
take you long to get there after you've rested up.
And if Pix is with them and shit hits the fan, she can fly back and be like, "Hey, come now.
Right.
Fuck your short rest or fuck your
And
long
then-
rest."
And then when you get up there, you can tell us with your telepathy
That we're
hey,
here.
we're here.
Yeah. Because my happy ass isn't going in with them. My happy ass is taking the same way in that I went out.
Yeah, because if you guys get there first, you can just say, "Yeah, you know, you made a point about not coming in a big group, so we decided to come a couple people at a time, but they're on their way."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
All right. So let's
Quick-
rest up and wait for food, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick question: do y'all want to do this tonight, or you want to wait? Because I know it's like midnight here, so I didn't know.
Oh,
I'm good. It's up to y'all.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
up
it's up
to
to
the
you
people
guys.
that actually have to wake up tomorrow because I don't.
Yeah.
You got to work in the morning.
I know, but I can be good for one more hour.
Okay.
You got to do.
I know. Like I said, I'm good for an
Let's-
hour, but after that, I can't. After
Okay, let's
my
do.
cutoff's midnight.
Let's do a smoke break then.
You want to do a quick
Cool.
smoke break, and then we'll. So one last potty break, and then 45-minute run.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
So essentially, the smoke break will be the short rest that's happening while we eat. And,
Exactly.
Yeah. My happy little bladder's
so then
gonna.
when we get back, you guys will be going to the place.
Yep, we'll be heading out.
Alrighty.
Because I mostly just want a long rest so I get my second level spells back
Yeah.
because they're a little more useful.
And for future reference, I can cast Zone of Truth as well.
Okay, cool.
So
I just didn't know if you had I didn't know what your highest level was, so if it was when you had to learn.
let me check.
I think you can do like third level spells, right?
Yeah, I can do third level.
Then you wouldn't have to learn it because it's a second level spell.
Yeah.
That's what I wasn't sure. I'm only at second level spells, so. I will say,
I need to pick my two.
who all is staying back? Me, you, and Solace?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because one of my second level spells that I have is Aid, which is it lasts 8 hours. It is your spell bolsters your allies with toughness and resolve. Choose up to 3 creatures within range. Each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the duration. So I can give us all 5 extra hit points before we go on a murder spree.
All of us or them as well?
Just us 3. It only covers 3 people.
Okay. That works for me.
Fades.
Because I could burn both my second level spell slots to do it with everyone, but they're not there, so I guess I can't. They're leaving before I get my spell slots back.
Yeah, I'm going to have. Okay, I am now of the level that I can cast Remove Curse.
Yeah, I know. I don't want it. That's why I haven't asked.
Well, we also have Mr. Monkey Feet, so.
Well, he hasn't asked either.
Yeah, he doesn't know, though.
Yep.
Um,
I don't want it removed because the telepathy is helpful.
yeah, I agree.
If Sarah decided that it meant I couldn't do verbal spell components, then you'd be fixing it like yesterday.
Well, I've got the Daylight spell and Mass Healing Word, and then I automatically know Beacon of Hope and Revivify.
For my top level ones, I know all the first level shit, so I can do whatever for that. For my top level, I learned Aid, Lesser Restoration, so I can help you with
Yeah,
not
I've got
being
both
soul
of those.
healer. And then magic weapon.
Yeah,
With-
that's nice.
I don't know what the duration on that is.
As long as you're holding the weapon or 10 minutes, I believe. Like once you let go of the weapon, you lose it.
And my other question was if it's the caster that has to keep holding it, or if I can cast it on someone else's.
I don't remember. Let me check. Because I'm in the spells right now.
So am I. It just says you touch a non-magical weapon.
Yep. Until the spell ends, the weapon becomes a magic weapon with a +1 bonus to attack and rolls. So, yeah. It can be anybody's weapon, and it lasts for an hour.
But it's also concentration.
Yep. There's some other spell that is similar to this.
I like that it's a bonus action, though.
Yeah, maybe it's spiritual weapon that I'm thinking is the one that you cast and you have to hang on to it.
The reason that I picked magic weapon is because if we fight something that normal weapons don't affect,
you can make it a magic.
I can make it a magic weapon.
No.
I have a shit ton of first level smite options, so those are fun.
Okay, I don't know what spell it is that you have to keep hanging on to it, but whatever.
That might be Shillelagh.
Maybe it's Shillelagh. I bet you're right. To the book again.
Our dogs are fucked up.
Uh-oh.
Well, no. I took him out one last time before we end and we go just straight to bed. And I'm like, come on, Richard, come on, get in the house. And he starts coming and he stops and he's going, Mom, why are you being sweet? Mom, why are you using the sweet voice with me? I'm like, Richard, get your ass in the fucking house. He goes, oh, okay, there you are. Wagging his tail.
That's the mom I know.
I'm like, dude, you're just gonna be nice to you. You're like, what's wrong?
Suspicious.
I'm like, damn,
Jack is the opposite. If I yell at him to get in the house, he decides he needs to run laps around the backyard and he thinks we're playing.
Yeah. Yep. No. And I'm like, oh, yep, I know that voice. Okay, la 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 la. Being sweet, they're all like, oh God, something's wrong. She's broken.
That is going to be beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, be prepared. If I'm able to do what I hope I can do, oh shit, everything's about to come running down those stairs at y'all.
The only thing I'm slightly worried about as far as Pix is concerned is the lady's imp thing that can turn invisible and also see you when you're invisible.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not going in with them.
I'm just saying that that's my only concern, that if that thing pops up is you having to deal with it potentially on your own.
Yeah, because he can shift planes and I can't. Yeah. But I do have a new spell that will hopefully help me. I'm hoping.
So we all ready?
Well,
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
giving y'all a heads up. The insanity will ensue.
Okay. Great X.
Okay.
I will also just like to say, if it's nighttime outside and we're killing everything in the house, don't catch the house on fire. Because we need to stay in it while it's dark. You can burn it down in the daytime.
I think that's a really good idea.
I promise not to do that.
You promise not to do what?
Not to burn it down.
Thank you. You.
Can I burn it down later?
Not
Maybe.
You can burn it down.
Solid maybe.
Think about all the money and gems and shit that could be in there. We gotta loot it first, and we gotta find a safe place to stay before you burn it down.
Let me put it this way: you cannot burn it down until we are safely leaving the village.
Deal.
Safely leaving the village. If we're not
And
leaving,
not planning on coming back, because we are gonna leave to go to the winery and come back. So it has to be when we leave for like good.
safely, not running away. Safely leaving.
What if you don't burn down her house, but later we let you burn down like a mill?
Oh, that's castle.
Oh yeah, the witch's mill. Oh crap! You still have more children to save.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like maybe don't burn down this building, and later we'll let you burn down a different one.
Women, think about it. They're the witches that grind up. The witches that put
Yeah,
the kid
they're
in the
dying.
bag. Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. I hope he doesn't bring pot pies now. I'm really not in the mood for that anymore.
I think all they have is wolf steak.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
good. I'm not in the
Which
mood.
now that I know he's allied with were ravens, I'm not entirely sure it's not werewolf steak. I feel like they wouldn't get along.
Probably not. We might be eating peoples.
But yeah, so Erwin and Rictavio show back up. They bring you foodstuffs. It's some wolf steaks and eggs and such like that. It's kind of a steak and egg breakfast. And
Sharpening my ass.
yeah. And
I don't eat any of it because I don't
Oh.
have a mouth.
These both.
Okay, just leave
yeah,
your little piece of bread.
Bryn just looks at it sadly. You see her sniffing it really strongly, like.
Just snorting egg.
These aren't raven eggs, are they?
Wouldn't that be cannibalism on their part?
I don't know. Chickens eat their own eggs.
Yeah, but
No.
chickens are stupid.
Is there milk to wash it down?
Oh yeah, did he bring her any milk?
Oh
Didn't
yeah,
know
he brought Solus a whole ice cold
Jug.
She brought you a
jug of milk.
jug of milk so you can refill your cup.
One of the big containers that they stored in. She brought the whole thing.
Yeah, problem is, now whenever we're around over here,
Yeah, she's not gonna be sneaky for a while. You're gonna smell her coming a mile away.
Because she's a tabaxi, she might have a better way of processing it than just normal cats.
no.
Probably not. It's probably worse.
Well, as far as the sneakiness goes, they'll smell her before they hear her because most cat farts are silent and terrible.
True. They will smell her long before they hear her.
And I will never admit that it was me.
Nope.
Nope, she'll blame it on Bear.
I say, I
Kraken.
Blame it on Kraken.
Oh, poor baby.
She comes walking by. Damn dog.
arcane tree spiders. The winged smell that the giant can do. He clears rooms.
Yeah, I was about to say you can't blame small farts on him.
Alrighty.
All
So
right.
what y'all are fed. Everybody's happy. Erwin and Rictavio headed back to the inn.
I
Well,
love up
Rictavio headed to start the distraction, and Erwin headed back to the inn.
I love up on Kraken since I'm having to leave him.
Yeah.
Let's go, Smoke.
All right. We're going to head out and kind of take side streets and stuff until we hear that distraction and then get there directly.
Remember, be nice to the blue ladies and give the kitty plenty of kisses because you love her and you do not gonna pee on her anymore.
He
I
just
make
licks you.
sure I put Kraken in his pouch on my backpack so that he's safe
Good
out
job.
of our way.
All right, I turn back invisible, and I fly up and land on Bear's head, and here we go.
Steer him up like
Alright.
Ratatouille.
Give me some stealth checks to see how good y'all are at being sneaky.
Everybody?
No, just the
Just
two.
the ones going.
Oh yeah, just those two because I'm the only way anybody
19.
knows I'm around it is if I open up my big mouth.
16.
All right, both of y'all are pretty daggone sneaky.
Good thing you didn't have any milk.
You're kind of taking some side roads and making your way through everything, you come to that main road that separates you from the Watcher estate, and you're kind of chilling there waiting for this distraction to happen, and all of a sudden you see a bunch of people running towards the church, like just fleeing, screaming, women, children, men.
Catching the church on fire.
Everybody's just running, and like shortly thereafter you just hear this like really loud like roaring sound.
Oh,
and,
shit.
and you see like this huge tiger just run right past you, running down the street. And
That was not a good distraction.
That's the best distraction.
It's a good
That's
distraction, but it
amazing.
endangers the townspeople and the tiger. And I'm more worried about the tiger, guys.
brother.
Let's roll.
Yep, we're gonna walk across to the manor house and go on up.
Okay. So you make your way to the Watcher estate. How are you doing this? You're just going right on up to the door and saying, "Hey, this is us," or?
Those
Yeah.
two, baby. I'm flying up to the chimney that I flew out of and
Yeah, we'll go to the front door. That way, hopefully,
making
like
my way back down.
we'll be led into that same meeting room, and she can go do her own shit.
All right. So. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so you two are in the front door, and Pix, you're heading up the chimney.
Yep, heading down that same chimney that I know leads to her bedroom.
Okay. So Smo and Girlage, you're at the front door. You just gonna knock and
Oh, I knock.
Oh God, it's not like dum dum.
We're both just knocking, like.
yeah, her maid answers the door,
And we're looking down the street still, so might smack the maid in the face.
Watching everybody running, going, what the fuck?
Opens the door.
she's like, "Ow! How can I help you?"
We're here to see Lady Fiona.
And who is calling?
She's expecting us.
But who shall I tell her is at the door?
Smo is fine, and Jeremy.
All right.
Your nose is broken. You should probably have that looked at.
Oh, I've had worse. she shuts the door, and you hear it lock, and you hear
That
footsteps.
went well.
Go away. You wait a little while, and the maid comes back, and she opens the door, and she says, "You are expected right this way."
Just said that. Yeah, yes.
And she leads you into the parlor, and she's like, wait here, and Lady Fiona will be along shortly. She is attending to another matter, but she shouldn't be too long.
Thank you. You should really check out that nose.
And she's like got like a napkin up to it, and she's like, yes. And she scurries off.
Okay, my happy butt is
Okay, Pix, you go.
really making my way down that chimney.
You go down this chimney. There is a fire, but it's very low, like it was last time. You're able to come through without a problem.
I'm not gonna go all the way out. I'm gonna like stick my head upside down
Yeah.
and like look to see if anyone's in the room because I'm gonna be a dust-covered, invisible, floating thing.
I'm going to just. I'm just going to see if she's there. I'm going to make it high though, because I don't think she would be. Yeah, she's not in there.
Okay. Whew. All right. Let's get at this. I'm going Not seeing anyone, and I'm not hearing anyone. So I'm gonna make my way to the dead dude.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly over, and on top of him, let me grab my spit. Dang, never. I thought I was on the wrong page. No, I wasn't. I actually had it prepared. Look at me.
If you go up, Jenna, I got her up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be right over the dead husband. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
All right.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect, which is the magical effect that's on him. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, I have to make an ability check using my spell casting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends.
Okay, let's see. What level is that? Okay, it's a 2nd level spell.
Yes!
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. So we've got that spell off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna kind of fly over and kick the coins off of his eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
Because, didn't want to take any chances with those things, having anything, sketchy on him. All right. And now we're going to cast my favorite spell. Time for Animate the Dead. Oh, I've been looking forward to using this spell so bad. All right.
Okay, so what does this do?
This spell creates an undead servant. Choose a pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small humanoid within range. Your spell imbues the target with a foul mimicry of life, raising it as an undead creature. The target becomes a skeleton if you choose bones, or a zombie if you choose a corpse. The DM has the creature's game stats. On each of your turns, you can use a bonus action to mentally command any creature you made with this spell if the creature is within 60 feet of you. If you control multiple creatures, you can command any or all of them. Dang, this is a really long description.
Yeah, I'm just skimming it. Yeah. So basically, you control him. He can guard you.
Yep, and I have him for 24 hours.
Yeah. If you don't issue a command, he automatically defends you from hostiles. Yeah. So okay. So yeah, he becomes a zombie. He kind of and he sits up and he looks
Hello,
at
my pretty. I'm so excited.
You get real jealous.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna be like, let's stand by the door.
All right.
While he's standing at the door, I'm going to search the room.
Okay.
So I am looking anywhere that I didn't look before, now that he's in front of the door, so that way nobody can just walk in. So I'm doing a real quick mass search of the room before this shit starts.
Let's see. In the closet, there are shelves of fancy footwear, fine garments, including the black robes you noticed earlier. On a high shelf is a locked iron chest. Aha.
Thank you.
So if you want to
Thank you, Brian.
do a perception check, you can.
Yes, because I want to know where everything is up here, so when she's dead, we can loot the hell out of this place.
Yeah. Perception. +3.
19.
Okay. You also coming down the fireplace, you noticed that there was a key hidden in it.
Okay. I'm just going to go because I'm visible because I cast the spell, so I'm just gonna go grab the key real quick
Mhm.
and just kind of yank it out of the fireplace so that way it doesn't fall into the fire. But I'm gonna leave it on the floor for now.
Okay.
It's an iron key. I'm not that big. I'm only 12 inches tall.
You do have a corpse, though.
I do, but he has a job to do.
Okay.
All right. So,
Murder.
all right. So, all right. So my next thing is I'm gonna shake as much of the dust off of me as I can. I'm gonna turn back invisible. I'm gonna fly up onto my lovely zombie's shoulder, and I'm gonna sit there all perched and happy and just absolutely freaking ecstatic.
Can you
And
steer him by his hair like Ratatouille?
that's kind of what I'm gonna be doing. Kind of, sort of, yeah. I'll be like, all right, open the door.
He fumbles. He's like,
Okay, take your time. You're okay. I know you're don't know. It's okay.
He finally manages to do it, and he kind of
Good boy.
looks up and is like,
Such a good boy. Okay, and now we're gonna go to the cat girl's room.
okay.
That poor
Okay.
child.
you just hear.
Nope, there's a reason for this. All right, try the handle. See if it'll open. You can do it.
Again, it takes him a while, but he finally turns the handle and
I
it's
feel
locked.
like Pix is gonna cause so much chaos. They're all gonna be dead before we get there.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's locked.
It's locked.
It is locked. Okay, that's what I was wondering. All right, so we're gonna now go to the library where all the cats are. And I'm gonna stick my head through the lock because I want to see if she's in there.
No,
She's not in there?
there's still a lot of cats in there. But you don't see
Alright.
her.
All right, then. Okay, let's try the door again. You can do it. Practice makes perfect. Come on.
With the library?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He fumbles a little bit and he opens the door to the library. Let's see. Yep, you go into the library, roll me a perception check.
All right, we're gonna startle ourselves a herd of cats.
Clouder. It's a clouder.
A clouder. Sorry, thank
Yeah.
you. What was I rolling again?
Perception.
18,
Non-natural. 21.
19, 20, 21.
Okay. You see a room crawling with cats. There are bookshelves on the walls, but all the shelves are bare. The furnishings are like desks, chairs, tables. It's kind of a weird angled room, as you can see, but yeah, and you look around, you see 8 cats, and you notice that one calico cat has a key attached to the collar. A very small key.
Okay.
And the
Hi,
cats kind of hiss at you.
Hi, buddy. See that kitty with the pretty ribbon collar? Yeah.
We're now going on a cat chase, and we're gonna start reaming cats all throughout the house.
Yeah, and he goes after the
I don't
cats.
expect him to get him. I just want all these cats starting to herd themselves out of the room and downstairs.
Yeah, the cats just start to scatter. Okay, guys. Y'all are downstairs waiting in the foyer. Do you do anything before she gets there?
Just got the axe sitting next to me.
You don't pop the axe out. You're like,
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of
Casually.
stand kind of just near wherever we're sitting. I don't want to be sitting down.
Okay. Y'all wait.
Yes.
a little bit.
Yeah, idle conversation. Like, those are nice candlesticks over there.
Lady Fiona appears and she is wearing like a black robe you haven't noticed before. And there are 2 guys with her.
It's a cult. It's a cult.
Yeah.
They're just kind of standing behind her.
Oh, I didn't realize you're done.
Sorry. I'm trying to get these stupid images to work. They don't want to. Okay, and they'll just be standing beside her because it doesn't want to cooperate today. But anyway,
Okay.
but yeah. So it's her and these 2 guys, and she looks at you and she's like, "Well, I'm glad to see you again. Ernst must have delivered my contract to you. Are you here to hire on to my guard?"
Definitely. It would be our pleasure to be back in your employ, especially now that we may be, somebody might be looking for us after pulling off the last job.
Oh, of course. But if I am the new Burgermeister, then of course all will be forgiven.
That's exactly what I hoped you'd say, Lady Fiona. Ernst didn't mention pay. What do you have in mind for that? It didn't say on your note.
Well, of course. And she turns to one of the guys behind her and grabs the bag from him, and she puts it on the table in front of you, and she's like, "There's the 7,000 I owed you, and there will be another 10,000 if you can put me in power, as we spoke about."
I grab the coins and put them in the bag of holding.
Putting it on the list. That brings us to 10,000 gold pieces from her.
Don't add it in there yet. I think me and him are splitting that for a job well done.
But it's in the bag of holding. It's not in the group funds. It's in the bag of holding.
Not for now. You don't need to know about it.
Well,
So this new job, tell us what you have in mind as far as what we'd be doing. What are we expected to do?
Well, right now, my supporters are fighting with Isaac's supporters, and they are mostly centered in the town square at the moment. And I was hoping that you would you and your friends would join our side and help to defeat him and put me in power once and for all where I rightly should be.
We saw a big group of people running for the church. You sure they're still down there?
Last reports, I haven't spoken to Ernst lately, but
So you don't know about the wild tiger that was running through the city, huh?
she kind of looks at the guys behind her and she motions, and one of them kind of runs off, and she's like, "No, but I hope to hear from someone soon. I will. My servant there will certainly go and investigate."
I stand up and take a step forward. And, "Well, my lady, I really look forward to doing business with you." I go in a rage and I fucking hit her.
I haven't even started anything yet.
Way to kill time until we get there.
There's a cacophony coming down the stairs, and then the dead husband, and damn you for fucking up your well-laid plan.
Okay.
Don't worry, guys. We'll be there in 3 hours when our long rest is done.
Yeah, exactly. We're supposed to be killing time here.
They wake up and everything's just on fire.
I mean, that sounds like that's how this is going.
Like, I had a plan. It was going well.
I will
the fuck is
say-
going on right now.
I will say, you 3 let them go by themselves. That was kind of a
I
bad.
was wanting the cats to come down and make a distraction and the dead husband and then
Oh, there's going to be cacophony, I promise.
I was trying to create just damn you for fucking up my fun. Damn you all to hell.
Oh, you're doing
Also,
great.
the plan was kind of have the zombie husband kill her, not an axe to the face kill her. But you know,
All
Well,
right.
If the other guy had stayed there, I wasn't going to do anything.
You still have a witness.
He can die too.
Oh, Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Is this a surprise attack round?
Okay, this is a surprise. Girlage is gonna get a surprise round off on her, and then we'll roll initiative. So.
You have fucked up all my fun. Like, I wanted to pick the lock and get the daughter out and scare her down, and with all the cats and the cat girl. And
You took too long. You know they don't have any attention span.
that's why I was trying to do everything all at once before my.
Yeah, you should have just went to kill her first because I think cats running around everywhere might have tipped her off that, oh, maybe somebody's trying to free my daughter.
Well, the daughter would have been free by that point. It was like I was working my way to it.
Surprise attacks advantage or more damage?
Their advantage.
Yeah.
It's what?
Advantage.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's 18 on the first roll. Okay, 18 on the first roll.
That hits.
6 plus 7. It's 13 points of damage.
That's total, right?
And second roll is 16 plus 19.
Yeah, that hits.
14 points of damage.
Hold on, let me check one thing real quick here.
Oh shit, I was forgetting to add my rage damage, so plus 2 to that, both of them.
So 15, and what was the second one?
So that's 17 and 16.
Yeah, so Smoke, you're sitting here being all smooth and stuff, and all of a sudden Girlish makes that smart comment. He steps up with his axe and he just cuts her fucking head off. And it goes rolling across the living room floor.
I'm going to see that and then look to homeboy that's standing right next to them who's probably still shocked. Is he surprised at this?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm going to just leap at him and stab him with my rapier, I guess.
Okay, and I'm going to let you do like a little surprise round because this guy is totally flummoxed on this. Like, this shocked the hell out of
My
him.
best laid plans, y'all have fucked it up.
Oh, you're going to confuse
So
it.
that could be the tagline for this entire campaign.
Yeah, what
All
she
the
said.
best laid plans.
that's a 23 to hit,
Oh, yeah.
which with assassinate makes it a crit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was gonna be epic.
This is epic.
No, it's not. This is just
Oh.
y'all killing more people.
So that's 1, 2. 8.
Oh, Pix is gonna be so pissed whenever her and the zombie get down there and everybody's already dead. Oh my god, you should watch yourselves.
Solus is just drowning in milk at this point.
Oh yeah, that whole jug's gonna be gone. Her
You
tummy
might as well.
Brian's gift was not wrong.
That's 30 points of damage to him.
Oh, yeah, he drops dead, too.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Good job, my man.
that worked.
I'm going to post up next to the door waiting for the next person to come through.
Loot the
Yeah, the
corpse.
next thing you come through is gonna be a herd of cats, you asshole.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
loot the corpse real quick.
If you want to read that out, I'll type it on your thing. Or so I guess Sarah will read it out.
Hold on one second. I was just double checking something.
And this is what you're getting from the old lady?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it looks. I was just checking to see if the imp would stick around or not, but since the bond is severed, he can leave. So I think he's just gonna.
Bamf.
I don't see why he would stick around for any of this. So.
Oh yeah, because I'm not there, so there's nothing for him to play with.
Yeah, he's not like
Thank God.
invested at all. So okay, so leave Fiona.
Not good, Jenna. Not good. These two are fucking everything up. Like I had a great plan
too. Like I was gonna wait.
so well.
I was
Yeah,
hoping
I was-
she would be
Here
tougher, but
I was sitting going, man, Brian's doing a great job showing restraint.
I know.
And then all of a sudden there's an axe in someone's face.
Yeah, the problem
I
wasn't
actually
Brian. The
expected
problem
her
was
to be
him.
like some crazy ass necromancer.
know.
Yeah, I expected
thought-
her to be a big deal.
I did too. And then I looked while we were on potty break, and she's just a priest, and she doesn't even have any armor or anything. She
Are you
sucks.
sure we didn't just kill the maid?
The maid is dying right now in a closet. She's bleeding to death from where you hit her with a door.
Like the bleeding won't stop. She's gonna bleed out.
What is this stupid chart?
But hey, upside, you guys wanted a better place to lay low than the toy store. and Now we have a fucking castle.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, we do have a manor house. It's good.
Okay.
Too bad her
let's see.
head's gone, or Pix could reanimate her, and we could pretend like everything
know.
was fine.
Okay. You find
Dead.
We
On
can kill
her-
that.
okay, if you're just looting her body, you find 3 pieces of fine jewelry. They're each worth $250 a piece. 250 gold.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. What about homeboy guardsman? He got anything good on him?
Oh no. He's got like some weird ass like holy symbol for his that's a representation of the cult, but other than that it's just he's got like leather armor and like a regular dagger and
Oh, it's still
his black cloak.
I'm gonna take the black cloak at least.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff that into my bag, and then. Well, I think we should go find a little one before she causes too much trouble.
And
Oh no, it's
Just-
on, motherfucker!
Yeah.
It's on.
just as you like say that from upstairs, all these cats come running down the damn stairs, and it's followed by this zombie guy. Like he goes to go downstairs and he falls, and he just starts.
Oh no!
Tripping down the
He's been dead a long time. Like he's not a fresh corpse by any means.
No.
He kind of
He
lands.
has
at
that thing where old people sit down too long and their joints get all stoved up.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's been there for like years and years.
I imagine we hear this cacophony and we go running towards the stairs and like weapons at the ready, and then we just see this corpse come tumbling down. Like,
Oh, I make sure to chair off the doors that lead into there
Into
to where her body is.
yeah, we can lock that door.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So we'll lock it behind us, and that way the maid doesn't just stumble in.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Open the door. I'm gonna have him go in, and we're gonna herd in all the cats. But I need you, Swell, to go upstairs because the door is locked where the daughter is. Because I want the daughter down here to be like meowing and like causing more havoc. And then that way we can go in there, and then I have the zombie like rip her head off and like rip her on his leg and be like.
Go ahead and send them in there.
Perfect.
Take them apart. I'll open the door. You stay here.
Yeah, we're gonna go upstairs and let her do her thing.
Guys, the daughter's crazy, okay? Like, kill the son, but the daughter's a crazy chicken.
Maybe wait for anyone in your party that has healing skills to get there before you deal with
Yeah,
the mentally
I'm
insane
gonna turn
daughter.
to Gurlich and just say, let's loot this place before the rest get here and they can deal with the girl.
Oh motherfucker, you don't even know where any of the keys are. I do.
Well,
Do I need keys?
tear apart?
Well, no, because I get into the fucking room and all you'll hear is me screaming and I'm pissed.
Stay here. It's dangerous.
Oh, I'm pissed. To the point, all you hear is screaming coming closer and closer to you. You can't see it, but you can hear it.
You do see the guy's body like flailing around, trying to follow.
Oh yeah, no, because it's trying to follow me, and I am screaming, making a beeline upstairs for these two assholes.
I'm in a room. I found the chest. Bag.
Shoveling everything in the bag of holding.
Oh, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
Well, they were still alive when we left.
Oh, bull fucking shit they were!
I'm gonna roll a deception on that one. That's 15.
What? Okay, what? I don't know what I would do.
It would be a wisdom save.
Oh, wisdom.
Yeah,
Okay.
or insight.
Yeah, insight.
Damn it. 11.
Yeah, they were totally alive when we left. We rushed out to protect her, keeping up our ruse of being bodyguards.
Hurry,
Pix, you should look around. There might be a murderer on the loose.
Bear!
Don't say anything.
What the fuck did you do? Because if he didn't do anything, that means you did it.
Oh,
No, he was on his best behavior.
Fucked up my plan! I had everything planned with the dead husband and the daughter and the cats and the... Ah!
Tell the zombie to guard the door.
Oh, I'm gonna tell the zombie to fucking rip your ass apart!
I don't want to kill your
Pix,
toy.
there's still the maid. We can't leave any witnesses.
You got a fucking maid!
I reach in the bag of holding. I got us a whole bunch of money. See, shiny.
It's a fucking box! It's not even open yet!
No, we got $7,000.
Are there any
And
gems
then
in there, or is it just coins?
Of the box.
You can buy gem.
It's coins.
Put it back in the bag of holding.
has the zombie made it upstairs yet?
He's basically crawling, but yeah, you see a hand like he's slowly getting up there.
Nope. I'm gonna fly over. I'm going into her bedroom.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fly over. I'm gonna grab the key,
yeah,
even though it's heavier than fuck.
yeah.
I don't care. It is mine. And I'm gonna fly over to my zombie. I'm gonna tell him to open up his mouth, and I'm putting it in his fucking mouth. I'm gonna close your mouth and don't open it unless I tell you to. Okay? Thank you. You're such a good boy. Where the fuck is that cat?
Yeah, the cat's scattered, so
Look at Lucy. Lucy's like, nope.
Find the calico cat. Find the cat with the pretty ribbon. Find it and bring it to mommy.
So,
and you hear Kitty has pretty ribbon. If you let Kitty out, Kitty can play.
Smell. Let her out. Let her out.
Not till
Let her
the
out.
others get here.
You better let her the fuck out right now.
Nope. I am
Or
not doing that.
Wait till
Really?
people that can fix her mental health get there.
Yeah, can we be on our way yet?
Yeah.
Has it been long enough? Because this is painful.
I am not babysitting this feral child. We've got shit to do.
Or I'm gonna do something you're gonna regret.
let her out, man. I'm at the front door waiting for other people to come in. Now, mind you,
All
I
right,
put
so I take out.
all their cuffs back on, and I popped out a top hat
Oh,
for the
fuck.
Burgermeister's house.
There you go. I pop out my hook hand and I
Oh.
undo that lock. Natural 20.
Oh yeah.
And start looting the library, I think.
Good job releasing a crazy person for no reason.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm against it, but she's threatening to do weird shit to me. So she just raised the dead. I'm not gonna really argue.
Yeah, so
I'm
yeah.
not holding it against you for not arguing with the crazy lady.
Pretty
Yep.
This
kitty.
is not a good plan.
So yeah, Stella comes out on all fours
Hi,
and
pretty kitty.
she kind of starts rubbing up against you
Hi, pretty
and
kitty.
knocks you over.
Do you want to play with other kitties? Yeah.
Kitty likes to play.
Good, because mommy has a kitty that she wants to look for. Will you help me? Oh, you're such a good girl. Yes, you are.
This
Let's
is
go
creepy on
downstairs
so many
and play with
levels.
your
I would just like to state that.
And she turns and she sees her dead father that's walking around.
Well, yeah, I sent him downstairs to look for the
Oh,
cat.
okay. Okay, so
We're going back into the library to look
okay.
to look for the pretty kitty.
Okay, so y'all follow Smo into the library. Okay. So let me see
I might be
her.
pissed, but I'm not stupid.
I like how you're looking for a key when I just popped that lock like it wasn't even there.
Mm-hmm. Especially because I assume the key that's on the cat's collar opened the cat lady's room.
Well, no, it was a tiny key. It was a very, very small key.
That doesn't mean it didn't open a door.
We never looked at the lock itself.
I don't think it opens a door. I think it opens something else. I'm pretty sure the key I put in the zombie's mouth probably opens the daughter's door. But
Okay.
just in case her heart. Just in case.
So
I just wanted to make him do it.
Smo, you find a collection of very nice wine glasses in a cabinet off to the side. In the desk, you find blank pieces of parchment, quill pens, ink, wax candles, and a wax seal with the Watcher family crest on it. The only books that remain are just non-valuable random books that, doesn't really have any value to them.
I'll
Go
take the
ahead.
wax seal at least. I don't care about
Yeah.
the other shit.
The wine
Go
glasses.
ahead and roll me
What am I
a
gonna do with glasses? Like,
Well, you stole everything that wasn't nailed down in Death House, so I'm double checking what I'm typing.
yeah, but those were goblets. The wine glasses are breakable. I'm not gonna carry those around.
roll me a perception or investigation.
Yep.
Whichever you want to do.
While he's doing all this, just because I believe him that he didn't do anything, but he let Bear do something. So I'm just gonna, pretty kitty, do you see him? Do you see the man over there? Do you see him? He loves kitties just as much as I do. Do you want to go say hi to him? He's really nice. Come on, let's go say hi and make a new friend.
All right. So, Smoke, you are investigating the bookshelf and you are kind of messing around and you click on something and one of the bookshelves pops out like a secret door. And as soon as it pops out, you feel something like butt you from behind and you almost get knocked over by this young woman, like, bounding up to you and rubbing on your legs and weaving around and meowing.
I'm
like a
visible
cat.
and I'm just sitting there with a great big smile on my face. Love on
I'm
the
gonna
pretty
bark
kitty.
at the girl.
Love on the pretty kitty.
Just look at her and go.
she goes and runs out the room.
Come here, pretty kitty. Come here.
All right. You want to be an ass? You want to be an ass? All right, I'll be an ass.
Yeah, keep the crazy girl away. And I'm
What?
going in through the bookshelf.
Oh no.
Okay, so yeah, the zombies downstairs looking for this cat. The cat girl just ran off. It's just
And
you
I'm
and
just gonna
Smo.
cast deafness on Smo. Oh, don't
I can't
don't
hear you
feel
anymore.
bad.
That's cool.
So does he get to save or anything, or is that?
I've never cast this one. I've never had a successful cast on this ever.
And it is midnight.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. No, you are getting it next.
That was fucking.
Your
perfect.
ass is getting it next. Fuck up my best laid plans, you assholes.
Okay, so what did I just before we forget? What did everybody pick up?
I
got
got
the
the wax seal.
Brian and the black cloak.
I shoved the lockbox into the bag of holding.
Okay,
The iron lockbox. Yeah.
And 7,000 gold.
I got that. Okay.
And what did you do with the key picks that was on the floor?
I put it in the zombie.
The zombie's mouth, right? The key is in the zombie's mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do I have a descriptor for this key?
It's an iron key.
I would just say iron key from Fiona's bedroom.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That actually went a lot better than I thought. I thought she was going to be like, we were going to have a fight on our hands.
Yeah.
And
I
like that
don't believe
got
you
that
because I
and
feel like if you were
like,
genuinely concerned, you would have fucking waited for the rest of the people to be there. So
Actually,
you weren't too concerned.
And just while Katie's looking all that up, you look in this room, Smo, and it is a dusty 10-foot square room with curtain windows and shelves lining 3 walls. The only thing in the room was on one of the bottom shelves is an iron chest.
Okay. I'd like to see if it's trapped first.
Really? Why did it auto-correct me? Why does
We're
it do
almost
that?
And
Wow, yours
so my Constitution save was only an 8, so I'm cool with being deaf. I don't have to listen to the pixie. And my was only an 11.
Alright. You are deaf.
Okay.
Sorry. So your your trap was an 11.
Yep.
Yeah, you
I'm getting it next. You are next up on the list.
I'm gonna say you sense that there is a trap.
I'm just getting into letting you do it.
All right. But I'm not sure what kind of trap or anything it is.
With an 11, you don't quite know. You just know that there's one there.
Okay. I want to look box itself to see if I can see any mechanical things or wires, like if I picked it up, if it would set it off.
Okay.
God damn. So that's only a 10.
No, you don't see any wires.
All right. Well, then I'm just going to pick up the box.
Okay. You pick it up.
If it blows the fuck, I'm gonna laugh because we're not there yet.
All right, and I'm going to take it out into the library and set it on the table, and kind of do this with my ears and say very loudly, as an apology for the plan not going well, Pix, this is for you.
Don't bet again. Don't bet again.
What did he just throw at me?
No, he brought you out a big chest.
Yep.
I'm just flying there with my arms crossed, just staring at him. What is it?
And I'm just going to set it on the table, and that's it.
Not even gonna open it.
No, it's for you. Because we're sorry that the plan went awry.
I'm just pointing at the chest. I'm just pointing at it. I'm like,
This is a good stop point.
nope.
Yeah.
nope.
Yeah. All right. Yep.
You absolutely have to kill, assassinate someone, send us.
Yeah.
Unless you want it to actually be according to plan, then maybe don't.
Yeah, I'm not lifting deafness off you until you open the chest and show me what's in it.
Well, you'll have to ask me to do that, and I can't hear you or read lips.
Oh, bullshit, you can't read lips.
I'm
Bullshit.
deaf, I can't hear.
All right. See what happens when you let them go by themselves? Y'all haven't learned that lesson yet.
I learned the lesson, but I thought we were going to be right behind them. I didn't realize there was such a huge break period
Yeah.
here.
I mean, I knew there was going to be a little bit, but I didn't realize they were going like immediately. And
Yeah.
We weren't supposed
I didn't think our long rest was starting after they left.
Yeah, I thought we
I
were
thought
like,
it was going to be like,
I thought it
you
was
know, we're short resting while they're long resting, so there might be like an hour or two
Yeah,
until
right.
they follow.
Yeah.
right.
that's pretty much it. But y'all decided, the whole
Yeah,
10
almost
walk
immediately.
No, there was no y'all. There was one of us.
There was one.
I think Brian has learned his lesson of bad shit sometimes happens when you split the party.
I was genuinely intimidated by fighting Fiona. I thought there would be more to that.
Yeah.
I honestly did too. I was shocked when
Yeah.
I looked up her
Yeah,
stats.
the
I was
whole-
Well,
like,
and the fact that she had an assassin guy working with her, and we saw the first time we went she had guards, I assume
Yeah.
that even if she didn't necessarily go down quickly, that there would be like other cultists and stuff there.
But she
Well-
told us everyone was out fighting.
But we also haven't been in the
But that
base.
doesn't mean that they wouldn't come back to the house at some point and fucking murder us.